This is WFO Radio.
Hey, everybody. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. 2022 is about to be over. And that means the WFO Radio Holiday Office Party is about to kick off. We are going to connect with a whole bunch of people from the world of the NHRA and WFO and all the people who have been helpful over the course of the year. Get an invite to the office party, and that some people don't get an invite, and it's just a mistake by me. I apologize in advance if I did not send you the link. But the bottom line is we're about to get this party started, and we've got our guests, and it's going to be fun. And so here's what I ask, okay? If you're out there doing something like work-related, it's time to stop. That's it. You've done all you could do today. You've been very productive. Congratulations. But it's time to put it down and enjoy a little fun as we delve into the world of NHRA drag racing and all the different stuff that has happened over the course of this season. Now, it is never too late for me to mention the people who make it possible for me to do this. And I'm going to kind of tick through them at the end of the show. I'm going to thank them in depth, but I got to thank the people, and some of them will be coming by, like the folks at Foggit, for instance. Gary Stinnett has invented this new amazing product. We're going to be telling you all about it in 2023. But if you've got a high-performance racing engine, you definitely need to use this product. You know, at the end of the day, right? You got to protect your engine from microscopic rust and corrosion on the inside of the cylinder walls. Great stuff. FTI Performance Transmissions and Torque Converters. You watch the big money bracket racing, you see these cars go a lot of rounds. FTIperformance.com. Total Seal Piston Rings. We just had our Total Seal holiday party. It was more of an end of the year event, to be fair. But it was great stuff. It's available on YouTube, totalseal.com. Really appreciate those guys for keeping us going. Bernie Speed Shop in Ocala, Florida. Josh Hart. Will Josh Hart come by? Will Josh Hart be on the show? You're just going to have to wait and see. Phillips-Connect. Shared some interesting stuff. Phillips Connect. Brian Lohnes did some informative stuff with Jim Epler and Mike Green. That's out there on the YouTube. Check it out, phillips-connect.com. Plus our great friends at Frank Hawley's Drag Racing School, samtech.edu, and Marvin Rodak, my buddy, who sent out a ton of holiday packs for me. RodaxCoffeeandGrills.com, 817-924-6821. And of course, the Patreons had their get together on Monday night, patreon.com/WFO Radio. And that's it. That's it. The people who make it possible for us to go WFO. I see everybody is posting in the comments section are rocking, but did you share the show? That is the question. Everybody needs to share the show because we've got, where is she? I don't know. I don't see her just yet. Courtney Enders is the answer. And we've got Jason Logan and Courtney Enders both on the air. Jason, do you see Courtney?
I do. Erica probably unplugged something as she was setting up the whole
just
scene
did a
behind
test.
her there.
It worked so great. And now, let's see, Courtney, let's zoom in on Courtney. Courtney, do you see us? Courtney looks frozen. We're going to remove Courtney. We can't have Courtney looking like that, Jason, right? Like that's just a little.
She's all froze, man. She's froze up.
Okay, but now she's back. She's back and better than ever. What's up, Courtney?
Here's the thing. We know on the WFO show, I'm in Wynnewood today. So we have Wynnewood internet.
We'll do our best. That's it. We do our best. You freeze up. You freeze up in an unflattering manner. I remove you. You come back. It's just as simple as that.
Back is better than ever, Joe.
Hi,
Merry
friends.
Christmas, kids. How are you doing?
Hi, I missed y'all.
Yeah. Well, it was just Thanksgiving, so this is kind of a holiday thing, starting off the big happy hour. And I have a nice list of people that will hopefully join us. But if they can't make it, it'll just be us. And we'll have ourselves a good time like we always do. If they do join us, it'll be very similar to last year, which everybody remembers, was a fantastic event. We all had fun. And then we drop the mic and go off to the Christmas holiday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
I'm here for it. I feel like the three of us have carried it before, but I do have, I have a little elf over here that we may bring in later who just fixed up the tree for us. So she's sitting in the big boy office chair because I stole her desk.
Oh, that is wonderful. And I would imagine you're talking about five-time Pro Stock World Champion Erica Enders, who is now
that girl
carrying around the big number 5 instead of the number 4. But I love it. And the way this works for the audience out there, share the show. Let's get this thing out there because it's going to be as inside the NHRA as you can get. Would you agree, Courtney?
Yes. And after our last show, we kind of talked about that. Like, we may not be 3 big names in the sport. We may not be John Forces or Eric Enders or what have you, but we know all the stuff. And we are the inside. We are the inside.
We know a lot of stuff. All right, like our first quasi. Everybody's checking in the comment section. I get it. We got a guest, guys. We got a guest. The guest has coming in strong. Driver of the Phillips Connect Top Fuel Dragster, Justin Ashley.
Hey guys!
Hey!
Happy holidays! You guys are the insiders. That's
we are not the insiders.
We are.
We are the insiders, Joe. Don't
Joe says no.
I say no.
Yeah. Joe says no. No, I know you guys are the insiders. This is where people go to break the news. I know.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Or we just reveal the hidden truth. That's really all it is.
That's really what it is. The hidden truth behind all of it. We got it. What's up, Justin? How are you doing? Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. What's going on with you and the Phillips Connect team? Look, I've got you right here. Justin Ashley is represented.
Wow.
In the WFO
look at that. Look at that. See, it's almost like you knew I was going to pop in today and you had it ready for me.
No, it always lives here. It always lives.
By the way, Joe, we never gave one of those away at the track. Did you actually purchase that?
Yes. No, I did.
Joe's an insider. He doesn't purchase.
Amber claims that I got the first one in existence. Is that possible? Certainly the first one that was given away. Reinhart and I each got one. I guess I just outed them. But we got one in Vegas, and that's why we were able to so effectively push the charitable connection, Justin, because we saw exactly what a great diecast it was.
Yeah, it's great. We have the diecast officially up and for sale now on justinashley.com, which is really exciting. There's been a lot of interest in it, which I think is fantastic, and a lot of people ordering it for the holiday season. So that's it. It's a beautiful time of the year. It's an off season, but it's a busy off season like it is for Courtney and Erica and you guys, I'm sure. So just taking it all in, enjoying. We're going to spend some time down there in Florida with my family by you, Joe. So it'll be nice to get into some warmer weather.
Excellent. You can hit Las Olas. Am I going to get a text message?
I think you might. I think we may get some ice cream at Kilwins. So I think it's only right. It's only right that you get a text message.
Yeah, exactly. I like that.
Kilwins is good.
Yeah. Do you know what that is, Jason? You know Kilwins?
Yeah, Joe, we've discussed this. The yacht is in Las Olas.
Oh, that's right, Jason's yacht. Exactly.
Jason, I like your Christmas sweater, by the way.
Thank you, Justin.
What a hit.
Let's go full screen.
By the way, the best part is it's got a little pocket so you can put your drink in it.
Jason, unblur yourself.
No, it's a green screen, Courtney. Guess what? There's green in the sweater, so it gets all screwy.
Oh, okay.
We can't see what you're doing, like something you're opening like a fly on the sweater because you're blending in.
It's got a pocket where you put your mixed beverage in. Hold on, it's not a mixed beverage, but look. Well, you can't really see.
There's just so much wrong here. So much going wrong.
And yet it's so right. Justin, when you look back at 2022, what are your, what's your take?
Yeah, it was a great year. Obviously we were in it till the last day in Pomona, and that's all you could ask for. The Top Fuel field this year was the best in history, if you ask me, and I think it proved that over the course of the year. So we were in it to the last day. We fell back a little bit, finishing fourth, but overall we just have a lot of gratitude for Phillips Connect, for Toyota, for our whole team, and we're really, really happy with our performance this year. It's just about taking that next step next year now in 2023 and learning from it and applying everything that we can to make that final push and come away with the big trophy at the end of the day. But it was a good year. We had a lot of success.
Courtney, what do you think about that? They always say, like, you got to lose one close before you can win one, to, like, feel the burn and, like, the motivation. That, to me, it sounds true.
As we just lived it this year, Erica said 1,000 times in every interview that she did that may sound old, but in the fashion and the style that they lost last year, it puts an extra pep in your step. And so your dad and I, Justin, actually talked in the staging lanes afterwards, and he kind of said something similar, that he was excited for that, like, kind of come back and get what was yours and puts a little more hunger into it. So you guys will be just fine.
Thank you. Yeah, that sounds about right. It sounds like my dad. It's, you watch drivers, you watch your team, right? A driver like Erica who won, what'd you guys win, 11 races this year? And
10, I think. Yeah. 10? Did you win 10 or 11? 10.
And it's amazing because each race is so difficult to win. And then you win 10 races in 1 year. And it's like, how did you do that? It's unbelievable. But it takes a team, right? It takes a group of people to be able to do that, and experiencing those ups, experiencing those downs, and, just being that much hungrier for the next win, for the next championship. So there's definitely some added motivation going into 2023 for us.
Do y'all have any kind of moving around with your silly season? Your team kind of staying the same and consistent?
Yeah, thank God. I think it's been a big blessing. We've been able to keep everybody in place. Mike Green, Tommy Delago, and all the guys are in place. So we're pretty much running it back with the same group, and it gets kind of crazy during the silly season. So
it does.
We're appreciative for that.
That's awesome. So you're going to head south. You can hang out. Philip's obviously on board. Kinds of great stuff going on for Justin, Ashley. What's the standout moment of the year, Justin? Like when you look back at 2022 and you say, man, 2022, I'm glad this happened. What is it?
Yeah, I think that, obviously the wins are the ones that stand out, but I think the win in Dallas was really significant just because of where it fell in the season, halfway through the playoffs, halfway through the countdown. And at the point, it helped us really extend our lead further and gave us the chance to compete for the championship come that final day in Pomona. So the win in Dallas and the overall performance we had throughout that weekend, I thought was really special. And obviously the win at Pomona. The Winter Nationals have a lot of prestige, a lot of history to it. And it was our first race with Phillips. It was our first race with Toyota. So that was a really, really big win and a stepping stone for our program. So those two wins, really stand out. Those were a lot of fun. Did a lot for our program.
Yeah, you guys were both, Courtney. You were at the Champions Dinner at the Stampede of Speed. Justin was out there. He was one of the people who went back-to-back and got the job done at that race. That was kind of a tradition. We're already talking about it for 2023. You guys will be back there and you get to pick, right? Don't you get to, isn't there some sort of something you get to pick?
Yeah. I think you get to pick the meal. Each class gets to pick a portion of the meal that everybody gets to eat. So, and that's what Erica said after this. She's like, I don't have to eat what they assigned. I get to assign it now. So, and then we used those chairs just the other day. Dion and I were at his new house. He just bought a new house and we busted out those blue lawn chairs because he didn't have a couch yet. And we're like, thank you, Stampede of Speed. Yeah, you can picture it, Jason.
So what should we choose then? Like what, if we have a choice, we have next year's choice, Erica and I, of a meal for dinner and or dessert. What do you think it should be? Is there like an obvious choice?
I don't know. I think that they said like they cycle through, like Top Fuel got to pick the entree this year, right, Joe? Greg got to pick the dessert or something. So they'll tell you which portion of the meal that you get to pick. And then I don't know if it's like a wedding where they give you a choice.
So the good news is,
my understanding, so the way Ewan explained it to me is next year, the Nitro winners get to pick dessert. The Pro Stock and Pro Stock bike winners get to pick dinner, which begs the question, do you pick something that you like? Or do you pick something that's better for the general population?
No, you force
We're trying to be like you.
Right. Yeah. You force everybody to eat what you like. That's what you do.
You're the champion. We're trying to get fueled what champions fuel.
Yes.
You should get a big old wedding cake, Justin, that totally screw everybody up. Like that 300, 400 people. That'd be awesome.
Yes, a big wedding cake.
I like that idea, big wedding cake. So if you're out, what kind of dessert does Justin order?
Justin orders cheesecake. Absolutely.
New York cheesecake.
To the moon every time. Absolutely.
There it is.
Cheesecake.
It's got to be from a special place. Make it very complex, Justin. Cheesecake from so-and-so certain place in Brooklyn, right?
Juniors.
Yes.
Juniors, Joe. Juniors.
Yes.
And hey, by the way,
Erica, Justin's choosing cheesecake for dessert next year. What are you going to choose for the entree? Sushi. Ew, Chase said sushi.
Sushi.
She goes steak, duh. Oh, we're Texas. Steak, duh.
Steak. That's the Texas steak. It's an obvious choice. It's a good choice.
By the way, Joe, to get off your food thing, I told you throughout the year that Justin Ashley was my new favorite driver. Did I or did I not tell you that?
Justin, it's true. Jason Logan said, I think there was a moment where you did an interview at the top end and he gets on the radio to me and he says, I think my new favorite Top Fuel driver is Justin Ashley. I don't really remember the moment. I don't think it was a positive moment. I felt like it was a negative moment.
It was a negative moment, but he turned it into a positive. And he made it good. And dude, I'm telling you, every time, I mean, look at the way he's talking about about everything right now. The kid's a pro. How are you getting coaching on this? I mean, your top end interviews are amazing.
Are you being coached?
Am I being coached? No coaching, but I appreciate it. Thank you for the kind words. Now I know that I have a fan in you, Jason, and I'm a fan of yours too. Just we're all getting into the holiday spirit.
That's
what I'm talking about. And plus, by the way, when you're at his pit, and this goes out to all the fans, go by his pit. He takes time to talk to everybody. He's so nice. I mean, some of these guys will get tunnel vision. They're roll up chutes, and people, hey man, can I get you? I'm rolling up a chute. Leave me alone. But Justin takes time with everybody. He's fantastic. Great ambassador for the sport. Good job, Justin.
Look who's here, guys. Look who's here. We got the voice of NHRA.
Brian Lohnes.
Well.
There he is.
Look what the cat has dragged in.
The cat has dragged in Brian Lohnes. And these
Hello,
cats.
Brian Lohnes.
I'm a cat person, so it's okay. What's up, Brian?
Nothing, man. Thanks for the invite. I'm here to hang out.
Of course.
I'm here to
You're
hang
welcome.
out. I'm going to hang out here with some Methanol Moonshine, the new sponsor for Buddy Hull.
Oh, that's excellent. What do I have? I have this. Do you guys know what this
That
is?
checks out.
This is that Bondbrecker. We got it down in Houston. They were supporting Michael Ray and a couple of other racers. And you got the Moonshine.
Yeah, these guys are sponsoring Buddy Hull next year, and they gave me a sample. They gave me a sample jug.
That's great. As they should.
Yeah.
As they should. I mean, how can you possibly talk about a product without fully understanding how it is?
Well, that's a fact.
Yeah.
So what's been happening? What have I missed so far?
We started the show, and then Justin came on, and now you're here.
Justin and Jason have a love relationship going on right now.
That's Jason did reveal that Justin is his new favorite Top Fuel racer.
I have no
because of the
idea.
way Justin handled himself in some.
Well, wait a second. So that begs the question: replacing who? If he's your new favorite, who got bumped off the top, man? I'm gonna put you on the spot.
That's a very good question. I really didn't have one before. No.
Come on, nobody believes that. That's a lie. Someone got bumped.
Oh, But Justin just stood out head and shoulders above everybody else, and so he is now he's taking the top spot of everybody else can fight for number 2.
Well, he's a fresh face. He's definitely a fresh face in the sport, right? Like you want to root for somebody new. He's a fresh face.
Thank
So
you.
you're ageist. So Joe's an ageist. We're revealing. This is like peeling the skin out, like onion skin, layer by layer.
I'm not an ageist. I'm definitely not an
He's an
ageist.
ageist. He's an ageist, and he likes free stuff, aka sending him everything free.
Who doesn't like free stuff? Like, what kind of person doesn't like free stuff, right? That's
Everybody likes free
terrible.
stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, we lost Courtney. Courtney dropped off thanks to Winnipeg, Oklahoma Wi-Fi, but we'll get her back. That happens typically. But yeah, you mentioned Buddy Hull. That's pretty exciting. Lohnes. What a year 2022 was. Now you're going to be here for the long term, I would imagine. But you got anything you want to ask Justin while we got him on the spot?
No, I guess you've had some time to think about it now, and I think it's always like I know for me. Even now, it's like you look back on stuff and you remember things that happened, maybe that you were in the moment at the time you didn't realize. Was there anything other than kind of the last race? Is there anything that's kind of popped up for you over the course of the last few weeks, going like, oh yeah, I can't believe I forgot that happened, or something that's kind of struck you as a good memory?
Well, I think that there were a lot of them. First of all, you guys were talking about Buddy Hull, and Methanol Moonshine has a good representative. He's a really great guy. I'll tell you what, I don't mind. I don't love racing him. I don't mind it, but I would not want to arm wrestle that guy.
Forget about
that
it.
much I can tell you. So let me start and preface it by saying that he's a big fella. He's a big boy. But no, we had a lot of good. I mean, like you said, it's tough, right? You're caught up in the moment. You don't really take the time to sit back and reflect on it. But I think, you go through the wins this year, but I think the one that was special in a lot of different ways was Bristol, because it was on Father's Day, but at the same time, we qualified like 13 or 14 for that event. We didn't make it down the racetrack once cleanly Friday or Saturday. So that's one event where you sit back and reflect and be like, well, wait a minute. We turned that around overnight and we're able to get a huge win on a really hot racetrack. So the race like Bristol, Mike Green, Tommy DeLago, that's where you looked at them and said, wow, these guys are unbelievable.
That's awesome.
Oh,
no,
yeah, it's good.
It's I said it was the best year ever, right? And I honestly, at the start of the season, it was pure hyperbole. Make a big and bold statement and then force other people to prove that it's not true. And I don't think people can in 2022. I don't think you can make a competent argument that it wasn't the best season ever of NHRA drag racing with all the levels of competition in every category. It was just mega fun.
Yeah.
Oh, it really was. I mean, especially the top fuel thing, and then Caps, of course, at the last absolute moment, stealing a championship. That was wild too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Lohnes, I'm going to get technical here. I don't know if your mic is working. What do you think? Like, I think maybe your mic isn't working. Like, you don't sound like you normally do.
Hold on.
We're having all kinds of technical difficulties today.
Courtney sounds so crisp. Jason, you sound crisp. Lohnes normally has got the booming mic.
Here we go. You ready?
Yeah. It might not work. You might have to go out and come back in.
How's that? All right, let me go up.
Oh,
there he is.
I think it was on for a minute there.
Mr. Dorkomotive.
Smooth as silk.
Much better, Lohnes.
So
See,
smooth.
I can't let you sound like that, Brian. Like I got to.
You saved a life today, Joe. You saved a life today. Thank you.
Talk about Dorkomotive, Brian. Brian Lohnes has got one of the top 10 podcasts in the world right now in the automotive category. But still, that's incredible. And what's it about, Brian?
The last episode I put out was about 1992 Hot Rod Magazine Fastest Streetcar Shootout, and I went and I was able to contact all the guys that are still alive that were in the top 10, and then all the magazine editors that put the race on, and then some guys from inside the industry that were there as like kids and spectators. And it was really the event that kind of launched the whole genre of what we now know as drag and drive, where it's like the fast streetcar stuff all kind of was born out of that race. And so it was cool. It took me honest to God, I talked to those guys like 8 months ago, and the show's 2 hours long. It's a long podcast, but it's an oral history. So it's all told through them and their stories. And to edit that thing as a complete amateur hack took me a long freaking time to figure out.
Well, good.
Yeah.
Amateur hack. Get out of here. You're self-deprecation.
I like your 90-second things that you do, and the one you did about the old Dallas racetrack with the tower.
Yeah,
Dude,
the moving tower.
How freaking swank was that tower, right?
I would have loved being in that tower. That was so cool looking.
I got photos of Wally Parks in there, like leaning on the bar, like drinking out of a snifter
martini.
glass. Like, yeah, it's friggin' awesome. It's like it would have been the spot to be. It looks like the single coolest place ever in drag racing.
See, drag racing needed what you're doing. You're bringing stuff back, keeping it relevant. I love all the stuff that you do. It's so unique in your own space. It's cool. Fangirl.
Thank you.
You're bringing the fedora back too, which, by the way, I'm a big fan.
Yeah.
I have to say.
Thank you.
I like the style. I do.
Is that a fedora? That's not a fedora.
No.
I mean, it's not a fedora per
Justin
se, but we're going to
Shaw,
go with it.
No, he doesn't.
It wasn't over when the Germans bombed Pearl Harbor either, Joe. We just don't want the guys rolling.
Yeah, no, I got you.
He's rolling.
I got you. It's definitely some sort of a hat that's an unconventional ball cap like we normally wear, but we don't know what it is, Justin.
Yeah, but
No,
guys like
everybody
Brian
calls
Lohnes can pull that shit off.
Yeah,
everybody calls it a Peaky Blinders hat. I like it. It's
There you
full.
go.
It's warm.
It's a
It
Scully.
suits my giant head.
Well, didn't
No.
Dr. Dick Berggren have one of those also? Dr. Dick.
Dick Berggren.
Here we go.
Oh, he's got something.
Of course, he's got Dick Berggren's
Berggren wore
DNA.
the more traditional scally cap. See, this is the
Oh,
more
there
traditional
it is.
Irish scally cap.
I love
Yes.
it. I love it.
I like hats. What are you gonna say? I like hats.
No, you and you.
I love that you just had that within reach.
Oh, you wouldn't believe what's in this office. You think?
Hey,
think
you
Jeffrey-
wouldn't believe what's in mine.
You think Jeffrey Dahmer's apartment was interesting?
Let me
could
show
see
you
this
what's in
whole
mine
office.
real quick. This is filmed in front of a live studio audience.
Oh wow!
Look at
Well,
that. Wait. Let me make it big here. There it
Oh,
is.
here, let's go. Here's Chase Freeman, everybody. Chase B.
A newly engaged
Green
Chase.
light.
Freeman. Congratulations, Chase. Everybody is amazed at how that happened.
He said, congrats on the engagement. Everybody's befuddled of how that happened.
By the
I
way,
changed your word.
Better choice of words. Definitely.
I was shocked because it happened like right in front of me and I didn't even see it.
Well, here's the thing. We had this whole plan and, we got confetti, we got sprinkles, we got all the things that we had to have auto imagery into it. We're still doing Erica's nonsense. And so Chase and I kind of had this plan and I'm like, once we get the sprinkles in hand, we'll get Jen over there and then you just come up. I turn around and there's 75 people literally looking at me and Chase is just like there. And I have to say his name 5 times. And so Jenna got confused. You almost busted it up, buddy.
What?
You almost busted it up.
Yeah.
But we got her done. So there was just a little malfunction, but we got it done.
Yeah, all I know is Joe goes, "Hey, did you see Chase got engaged?" I go, "No, when did that happen?" He goes, "You were standing right there." I wasn't paying one bit of attention.
Thanks a lot.
That stuff.
Yeah, I
Sorry.
know. It was in the winner's circle in Vegas. It was a pretty big moment. It was a pretty big moment.
That's because Justin Ashley is your favorite driver and you don't care about Elite.
That's
Well,
what it is. That's
yeah.
what it is.
Erica goes, who?
He said it. He absolutely said it. We heard him say it.
Now we'll cut it back. Brian talked about rudimentary editing. That's how I am with video, Brian. But eventually, we'll get Jason saying that Justin is his favorite driver and put it out there.
Wait,
We'll
stop.
do a deep fake.
Justin is my favorite driver. There you go. You can figure that
You
out.
want to
Can
say that?
Can we clip that audio and make sure that we save it?
Yeah, we definitely.
Hi,
I'm gonna
Jason
make that-
Logan.
If you send it to me, I'll make that my ringtone. This
Oh
way
my
every time my
gosh.
phone goes off.
Justin,
Dude,
aim
I'll-
higher. Aim higher, buddy. Aim higher. That's not good. It's great that Jason loves you, but you got to go higher for the ringtone. Just saying. Just saying.
All right, I get it.
Yeah.
I mean, he is in charge of the walkout song, so like he's a mood setter, so you got to keep him in your back pocket, you know.
That's right.
What did you think? What is your take on the music that happened this year and the return of Jason Logan? Like music being played in between runs or oil downs, all that stuff, the low zone stuff. Do you pump it or dump it? What do you think?
You could see people dancing. You could actually see people reacting. That's all you need to know. People were physically reacting to the music and the environment. That's it. Bar none.
And the way that like he kind of leaps in with Alan, and you got like it's just the comedic effect that everybody needed. And he's one with the fans, especially in Topeka when you're way up there. But he's one with the fans.
Hold a different dimension. It's got to stay forever.
Yeah. But I asked Justin. Justin, what do you think?
Oh, what?
Well, listen, I thought it was a group answer. Listen, I feel the same way as everybody. I think it's great. I think it's entertaining. I know when there's an oil down and I'm sitting in the car, sometimes I can get bored, and it entertains me. Sometimes I'm up there, by the way, listening to Jason, trying to figure out whose baby picture that is on the screen as well. So between that and the music, you could dance a little bit and have a good time. I'm all for it. I like it a lot. Big fan.
There you go. So they say dump it, Jason. Sorry, you're out.
Generally, to me, like the general rule of thumb is the more the old people hate it, the more we need to do it. And that involves anything involving our sport.
Yep.
The more the angry old people cry about it, you got to stand harder on the gas.
Now?
Listen, y'all need to ask Royce Lee Freeman what he thinks of the music, and everything you just said, Brian Lones, fact.
Yes.
I don't like that music. Oh,
we don't need no music. Music ain't for a drag race. We come here to race.
I'm sure there's
exactly. And everybody else and all the fans came to have a good time. They didn't bring race cars. They came to sit in the sun and drink beer and see loud, fast things and have a good time. So yes, you guys with the race cars, the music is not for you, actually. That's the weirdest, craziest thing.
Yeah, you didn't pay to get here.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Well, somewhere Evan Jonat is very excited about this impromptu market research that we have done for free for the NHRA. But
he's always appreciative of my help. Always appreciative of my help.
He won't be happy because I'm going to ask for a raise.
Oh no, yeah. You heard it here first. And this is it, Courtney. We said this is the inside of the veins of the NHRA, and now you know Jason Logan is asking for a raise because of what was said on the show here.
Listen, Justin better get that recording of the voice, because if he does that, you're never going to hear it again, Justin. So you better get that.
Yeah, because he's about to be gone.
I want to get it in store the way. I actually got to run, guys. But happy holidays. Good to see you. I wanted to pop in and say hi. Thank you, Joe, for having me on. I appreciate it. Happy holidays, guys.
Thank you.
Merry Christmas.
Jason, all love to all you guys, Jason specifically.
Yes.
I got to make a move. I got to make a big move.
Oh, my God. Look at that.
See you later, guys.
Bromance. Here we go. Bromance. All right. Later, Justin. Justin
Ashford. Dude, that guy's awesome. I love it. Dude,
where'd Brian go? Oh.
Snacks. I'm flying the plane over here. Sometimes I make a mistake.
And here I am to call you out. My bad.
Where's Brian? We need Brian.
We do need Brian.
You gotta have Brian. It's not I love how enthusiastic Lones was. I was like, "Hey, Brian, I know you're kind of a busy guy and all. Would you like to be on the WFO?" Yes. And I was very happy. Bro. Thank you.
Look, it gives me a reason to start drinking at 4:45 on a Wednesday. I mean, it's like, hey, you want to go stand in line at the DMV? We'll give you a beer. It's like, yeah, I'll go.
Absolutely.
It feels like Friday.
It is Friday for this kid. This is Friday for me. Like this is.
You guys know what Friday is, right? Brian Lones, you should know what Friday is.
What's Friday?
Christmas Eve?
No, it's Festivus. Festivus for the rest of us.
Metal pole.
The airing of grievances.
The feats of strength. Feats of strength. Brian, remember going to the Golden Steer?
Yeah. Like
one of the first times we went to the Golden Steer, and they brought out this horseradish stuff.
Oh, it's a restaurant. Okay.
And I love horseradish, right?
Hold on one second, just to clarify something. If I were to go to the type of place you thought this was, Courtney, it would be like the Golden Pony or the Golden Unicorn or the Golden.
That's kind of why I made the face that I made.
Would not be if it was that type of establishment. I would not enter one called the Golden Steer if that was the genre of the place we're going. But as a steakhouse, go ahead, Joe.
Golden Steer, if you've never been to the Golden Steer in Vegas, that's a different problem that we have to rectify.
I haven't.
Let's go.
And I've also never been on the High Roller, which is something else that's on the inside, the Media Night High Roller night that everybody goes to.
Yeah, quit winning races in Vegas, and then maybe you'll get to go. You know, that's the thing. When you win, you're stuck there for hours upon hours.
That's true.
Media kids are out of there. That's what happened.
That's true.
So feats of strength. This guy made me laugh hysterically because I like horseradish. I went to St. Elmo's. We were at the PRI, and I enjoy that feeling of like fighting off the pain. And so they bring me horseradish, and I just kind of take a forkful of it and eat it. And it was intense. It was maybe a little too much. But this guy's like, oh my God, feats of strength. And it was just, it was hysterical. He had me spitting up because it was funny, not because it was hot.
Oh no, you went in there way too hard on that stuff, way too fast. It was like the like Scarface at the end of the movie with his face in a big pile of the white powder. That was the equivalent of the amount of horseradish he ate in one.
No, Joe.
Yeah, it was very much.
I survived. It was tough. It was maybe a little bit over the top, just like Scarface. But look, I survived. He survived for a little while. If you're gonna go out like Scarface. That's what I always say. Right?
You live to tell it.
He definitely lives to tell the tale. So when you look back at the year, Brian.
Yep.
Like there's too much. There's too much to talk about. So let's talk about Courtney's sister.
Yep.
10 wins, domination.
Courtney's sister.
World record, ET and speed. Just, up there with the greatest pro stock seasons of all time. I believe you did some research about that.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we should talk about somebody else. I'll be honest. I don't know what else there is. No, I'm kidding.
I mean, it's kind of.
Yeah, it was. I wrote some stories for NHRA.com over the last couple of weeks. So just like going into our stat package and pulling some numbers out and stuff, and it was just fun to look there and just you see the points total, but you got to look back and see how nasty that whole season was and what she was able to do, and there is that one. The one part of it that gets lost in the mix where it was like Aaron Stanfield, very early in the season anyway, did lead the points for a couple races. And then it's almost funny to think about, but he got within 35. Like after leaving Denver, the margin was only 35 points between Erica and Aaron. Of course, from there on out, it was really no contest. But yeah, it was just a great season. And the other funny thing is I kind of went through and systematically looked at all these categories of stats, and it's like Erica didn't lead a lot of the categories, but it wasn't because the season wasn't great. It was because she made too many runs. And it's like when you make that many runs over the course of a year, let's say your average reaction time's a 38 or a 39. Well, somebody that made half that many runs is going to have a better shot at a better reaction time because there's less opportunity to have those numbers wiggle around. So, ultimately the championship is what everybody remembers and what counts. And it's only dorks like us to go back and look at these numbers. But I just thought it was neat to get that bottom line understanding of, geez, why is she not number one in this category? Why is she not number one in that category? And the simple fact was she made too many runs to be number one in those classes. People with less runs had a slightly better percentage, and it was marginal across the board on that.
No, I appreciate you doing the research. I just got a text from Pete, who I invited to be on the show. Pete is going to be in a tennis match at 5:30. Like, it's not a game. Yeah. He's playing a match, which so he's not going to be able to join us. But he did a great work. He's always done great work on the stats, right? And it's so important to be able to follow the stats and see, like, those kind of numbers. Just a dominant year in pro stock. Michael Heiner out there, who I gave the link. Michael Heiner can join. She was number one, the only category that matters, and that is true.
So Michael Heiner will actually enjoy this piece of statistical information regarding pro stock. In that, Derek Kramer's car led a category that we call the speed index, in that it was the car that made the most, on a percentage basis, made the most full throttle runs when we considered his qualifying run of record, meaning the one that actually sticks in the record book, and the elimination runs the car made. So, and of course, we saw that car make a huge performance gain over the course of the last couple of races, which I hope they're able to carry into next year.
Yeah, it's amazing what happens when you figure things out. Speaking of pro stock, we've got another celebrity guest checking in here on the WFO holiday party.
Who is it?
Kind of on the air. There he is. Hartford from Total Steel Piston Rings. Can you hear us, Hartford?
I can hear you, Joseph. How are you?
I am well. Have you been well in the last 45 minutes since the last time I saw you?
Yeah, I haven't talked to you in a while.
So. Yeah, we just did Total Seal stuff. It's up there on the YouTube channel and the Facebook page. They kind of closed out the year talking technology, talking ring seal, all the fun stuff, as you can imagine. And now Hartford making an appearance for WFO. Really, you're phoning it in today.
Yeah, literally. It was a long way from that private studio that you've seen us in. So, had to sneak all the way down here.
All right, so talk about your season. Let's do some important business. You look back, you started off, let's face it, you went to test. Hey, we're going to test. It's going to be a great year. Start very terribly, but fought your way out of the hole towards the end of the year, got a win, made a couple final rounds.
I'm sick of racing Michael Heiner.
How many times did you guys do that this year? How many times?
Brian would know, but too many. The green car was in the other lane. If it wasn't the green car, it was the red car. It's the only two cars I think I raced all year.
Well,
I feel that way. I feel like we race you every week.
There was an orange one in there, I remember.
Oh, no, that car does not exist. That car is dead to me. I don't want nothing to do with that car. I think I've lost to the orange car every time. I think I beat him one time. He cost me on that 4-wide triple 96 different way to lose hole shot final.
That was crazy.
Every time I pull up against Christian, he seems to have my number, which is good. The kid's good. I have a lot of respect for that family. I wish them the best. They're only getting better, which sucks for guys like me.
Next first-time winner, probably, right? I mean, I think he's at the close to the top of the list for next first-time winner. Christian,
I'll take the odds on that, and I'm going with Mason.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Really?
Oh,
Hot take.
What do you know? What do you know that we
Nothing.
don't know?
Nothing. I'm just going.
that was
with
gut right there. That was gut.
All right. See, then that's why you check out the show, guys. Mason McGahey, next first-time winner, says Matt Hartford.
He
He knows
is.
a thing or two. Oh, the quotes are already out, Hartford. The quotes are already out from the earlier show. You can't teach givenness, Matt Hartford. Yeah, for me,
that's true.
this guy's dropping S-bombs on his own holiday party on the Total Seal page. You can teach him how to do this. You can train him how to do that, but you can't train give a shit. And
Yeah,
that's true.
right.
It
Courtney?
is true.
That's how it is. So I mean, you look at the broadcast that you guys do. I mean, you care about what you do. You can tell Brian, you're on TV. Joe, you're on the radio. You're on TV. You care about what you do. When Jason's up there dancing around, he cares about what he's doing. Courtney cares about everything that she's doing all the time. You can tell. But then you look at the people who are just out there and it's a job. I remember racing a team in Seattle one year, and I won't say the team and I won't say the crew member, but we were definitely the underdog. And first round, we're side by side in the lanes. Crew guy walks up to me. He says, "Will you do me a favor?" I said, "What's that?" He goes, "Will you please beat us so we can pack up and leave?"
No,
Yes.
no.
Oh,
Yep.
That's awesome.
Yep.
Jason, you would love that.
By the way, hey, there are days where I'm like, can someone please end this race so I can get the heck out of here and go eat a hamburger or something?
There are days. What do you mean? Every day.
That's every day. But
I'm just
to
like,
be fair,
oh my God, let's just get done with it. Can we drive the track, please?
that you're standing out there like alone.
I'm in the elements. I'm like a postman. Neither
You
rain
are.
nor sleet or anything. I'm out there doing something.
Stand up. He's standing up the whole time. He's standing up the whole time, but he did a good job.
Jason, what was the hottest race of the year? What was the most miserable race of the year? Because there was a few.
Topeka. Hands
Wasn't
down.
Seattle miserable?
Oh,
Seattle was the worst.
Seattle was bad, but Topeka was 104 degrees. I was up in by the parking lot, basically. And somebody finally brought me an umbrella. I'm like, oh, thank God, I got an umbrella. It's now only 102 degrees. It's crazy. But yeah. Hey, listen, like you said, Matt, I wouldn't do it if I didn't care. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
You told me at the beginning of the year that I was the only reason you were coming back.
Courtney, listen. Don't tell everybody our inside business like that. We spill the beans on everybody else. You can't just nilly-willy just drop things out like that.
No one's safe. No one's safe.
no one is safe. That's
That's
what this is about. This is the holiday party. And someone mentioned Festivus, which means the airing of grievances. So everything is on the table here today. Speaking of grievances,
Drink, Joe.
speaking of grievances, look who it is.
Who is it?
Tucson, Arizona.
Alan Reinhart.
Reinhart. Wearing the
He was
same
wearing that
sweater.
yesterday. What's
He's
going
wearing
on,
the
Alan?
same sweater.
Washing machines broke.
Let's do an old school rap battle, except with ugly Christmas sweaters. Reinhardt's or Logan's?
Oh, Logan's wins.
Logan's wins, I think. He's got a
Logan's
he's got a
wins.
beverage.
No, wait a minute.
It says bite me. It's got a gingerbread man.
I mean, it's good, but Logan's has gold lame on it or whatever that fabric is. Is that lame? Can someone come? Is there a call? What is that
That's
fabric?
something. It's
Courtney,
something
what
that's
is that?
If you think I'm a normal girl that knows shit like that, you've never met me. I have no idea what LeMay is.
Ask Chase, he'll know. He's getting ready to get married. He'll know all about that.
Chase, he left. He made a loud coffee, but dropped some stuff and left.
What's up, Reinhart? Are you connected?
Just living the dream.
He's living the dream, guys. He's living the
He's
dream.
delayed.
You guys can't hear me?
No, we got you.
Yeah, we got you.
I hear Reinhart. So Arizona
Okay.
checking in. Hartford, we got Reinhart.
Yeah, just working on Project Cuda.
That's it. I just watched Lohnes do a video about Phillips Connect. We had Justin Ashley. I just saw Reinhart do a video about Total Seal. Like it's all an incestuous cross promotion. It's perfect.
Someone's called that synergy. You call it incest. The rest of us call it synergy, Joe. That is the corporate
Six Sigma,
now.
Joe. Come on, Six Sigma.
Sorry.
Yeah.
You are right. You are right.
Synergies. These are synergies we're developing, not incest.
Well,
I have answers, folks. Breaking news.
Yes.
Nikki and Allie. We're in a group text with Nikki and Allie, and Nikki says it's called tinsel.
Tinsel.
And Allie agreed. So
All right.
tinsel.
All right. So let's kick this thing up a notch, guys. Everybody is, like this is the holiday party. So let's just blow it up. Let's test the abilities.
I thought you were going to take a drink.
Test the abilities. Let's test the power of the stream.
Oh my God, here they come.
Hey, where's my
Allie.
Yeah, me and Courtney are on the same.
Yes, you and Courtney are now on the same pattern. There's Nikki, who is NHRA social media maven. Allie Bland from the Media Center. Michael Heiner, who has raced Matt Hartford 10 times this year.
I'm tired of seeing Hartford.
How many times, Michael Heiner?
Oh, it seemed like every race. I don't know.
You got to know the real
Brian
number.
would have a better idea than any of us do.
Why does everybody go to Brian as the go-to guy with the stats?
Because he's
I'm
got
going to find out.
Jared Lewis. He's no longer here to go to. We got to go to somebody.
You guys want an answer? I'm going to find it.
Yes.
It's going to take me a second, so talk amongst yourselves.
He's gonna find it. Lohnes is gonna find it. So we had Steve Brenwald make this fantastic Christmas frame, right?
And mistletoe.
And the mistletoe is hanging right over Courtney's head. It's like hanging right on her forehead.
Perfect.
You got the mistletoe right on your forehead, Courtney. That's great. But look at this amazing crowd. If only there was one more person to add, and we could have 10.
Oh!
There we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, meet Kurt Spittler, who is, I think, widely understood as the greatest addition to the NHRA in 2022. Brian, do you agree?
Kurt is the dude of dudes. I agree.
Alan, you already said this on the air, correct?
Tucson doesn't have very good internet.
Oh my gosh!
There he goes. I feel like this group.
I definitely vote.
He says yes.
By the way, Kurt single-handedly got the party started at the awards banquet. Kurt.
Yes, I did. The Cupid Shuffle.
He goes Cupid Shuffle. The whole place went crazy.
Chase, we may have to have a vote here, which Chase thinks he solidly started it with, what was the song, Mr. Brightside? But
Mr. Brightside.
I remember being out on the floor for Cupid Shuffle. That was the first time my boots hit the floor.
Yeah.
It's the people active. That's why you got to throw
It gets the people active.
Yeah.
I was already
it was good. Good job, Kurt. You did a fantastic job.
The requests at the awards banquet were pretty tremendous. Anybody have any feedback on it? It was pretty awesome. Had a great time. The DJ was incredible. The music was incredible. It was great. Chase elevated the party. Kurt got the party started, but then
Kurt started it. Chase took it to a level.
Chase took it to another level. That's the way I would characterize what happened.
All right,
That's
so you
fair.
guys race each other 5 times. This is why our memories lie to us. You race each other 5 times.
It wasn't 17.
Hartford came out on the right side of it 4 out of those 5 times. Epping, New Hampshire was the lone blemish on the Hartford Kramer side-by-side tete-a-tete in 2022.
So I'm going to have to do better.
The closest race against them would have been Denver. I think we won by 1 thou or 2 thou in the first round. It was close.
Let's see how good your memory
I
is.
lost all the races by 6 thousandths or left.
The total. I want to know what the total elapsed time that you lost races by between Hartford and Derek Kramer, Michael Heiner, a.k.a. But hey, you figured out stuff at the end of the year, Michael. That's what matters the most, right? You're going into 2023 with a fast hot rod.
Yeah. Figured out what I've been screwing up for 2 years with the car. So
Is that true?
Yeah.
2 years worth of messing up?
Yeah, since the car was new, had a little electric issue that would throw us a bone, and we'd run fast, so you didn't think it was electrical. It was more my fault, which is why we hired Adam Hornberger.
It was kind of the beginning of the end of you figuring that out, too.
Yeah. Gee,
Wow.
I miss you, Matt. How was Thanksgiving?
You guys borrow stuff from each other. All right, let's.
No. He borrows stuff from us. He's got 2 drawers in his trailer that have all my stuff in it.
Michael, it is not borrowing; it's gifting. If I never bring it back, it wasn't borrowed.
He comes over and takes stuff out of our trailer.
Yes.
I have to go over and repossess it.
And how do you do that?
I wait for Adrian to come to the track and then send her over.
Exactly.
That's fair.
Exactly. All right, listen, we got another edition. This is getting intense. Let's see if am I limited? I'm limited to 10 people. I'm going to have to.
I knew it, Joe.
Oh, I thought I had upgraded my software.
Hey, Joe, last time you guys were talking about what were our favorite moments of the season last year.
Yeah.
One of my favorite moments of the whole season, and some people that are on this thing will remember this, was at Bo and Randy Lynn's wedding. And I was sitting right next to Michael Heiner. I was sitting right next to Miss Nikki. Courtney was right behind me. And Brian Lohnes was on the other side of the entire room. And there was a bubble guy there who did his bubble thing. Michael Heiner. What was the guy in front of us saying about that entire bubble guy? He was so enthralled. He was like, "Oh, look, it's a snowman."
Well, that guy in front of us was messed up.
We were laughing so hard at that guy, and then Brian Lohnes took a picture of me in total enthrallment of that guy from across
Childlike.
Listen, that bubble guy was cool.
Where was the recovery photo at? Wasn't that from Vegas? Where you were asleep at the bar?
Passed out at the bar.
Yeah, I've got that photo. Okay, so here's the deal, guys. I want to add someone. I want to add 2 people to the list, and so I'm gonna take myself out. And so Jason, Logan, you have the comm. Okay.
Oh, cool, awesome, I love it.
Wait a minute, we decided Jason should be
I didn't know I was gonna replace Joe Costello. Wow,
that's something.
What
I feel like we should kick Alan
Joe
out because
Costello
his picture hasn't moved in a while.
Amanda Busick, you look all nice and warm and cozy. Where are you right now? North Kakalaki?
Well, I am in the parking lot to go into yoga here shortly. Hey,
it's Krista Baldwin.
Krista Baldwin's in the house. Burr, 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 burr. Joe Costello's not getting his show back. That's the best part.
Wait, that's a good question. How does Joe get the show back?
He
doesn't.
Have to
let him in? Okay.
He probably kicked me
you're
out.
in charge now?
In charge now.
Oh, now he's
so
gone.
No, I can take the show back at any time. Anytime.
I'm out. Oh, now I'm back. Courtney, you're in charge. You're in the
I don't want to be in charge. I know this is rare, but I don't want to be in charge. Hey guys, Krista Baldwin's here.
Hi guys.
Krista Baldwin, did you have fun at PRI? Because I saw all your taking us around PRI. Did you have fun?
Great.
Yes, I had a lot of fun, and a lot of people at PRI came up to me and they're like, "We just watched you this morning and you look like you're having a great time." I'm like, well, yeah, I am. I'm glad it looks like that too.
She just, well, I am Krista Baldwin. I am a good time.
Yeah, and she was like everywhere because we were walking around and kept seeing her go by.
And you made the upset highlight video today. Did you see it, Krista?
Yes, I did.
Yeah,
I got tagged in it on Twitter, so I had to go in and see it. And then the best part is someone commented on Instagram and they're like, "We cried when Mike lost." I'm like, so did I.
All right. Well, I got stuff to do. So you guys all have a Merry Christmas. I'll give my spot back to Joe. So
all right. Hey, listen, one thing before you go, Matt. Your memory was
Hartford
correct.
Box my stuff up and send it back.
Your first round win in Denver was by 2,000, so you were correct. That was your closest win line of the year. Sleep well.
That I needed that first round win, and it turned into a pretty good day, but it could have been really ugly. So, and Miss Nikki, I'm waiting on the brownies, lemon brownies.
I'm on it.
All right.
Ooh.
All right. We'll see everybody later.
See you, Matt.
Happy holidays, Matt. By the way, the best part about Nikki is she has the best snacks at the media center. By the way, we talk.
When he's home.
Come on.
What is that?
Is this Reinhart again? If this is Reinhart, he's done.
It's our reporter in downtown Kabul, Alan Reinhart.
He's having internet issues. Like I have this guy out every single week. He never has internet issues. He's having internet issues. I don't know what to say.
By the way, that's why I love Brian Lohnes so much, is because he just pulls out references that It goes over everyone's head. A couple people get them, and they're just so great. It's just the best.
The ones that get them are the ones that send me the hate mail on Monday, so I know who gets the jokes because they're the ones that send me all the angry emails.
And Tony has zingers. Tony will have zingers too.
Oh yeah, Tony's got a couple. Tony's got a couple in there.
So, Allie Bland, what are you doing? I mean, you're just kind of over there in the corner, all smiley and looking.
Yeah, well, we've got Team Media Center here. We've got Allie Bland, Team Media Center.
No kid right now. She will be home shortly. And yeah, just hang in with my half-lit Christmas tree. See?
Cody, the lights are supposed to go all the way up.
Yeah, freaking Cody. Gosh.
Fired. Where's Max? Where's Max, Allie? I feel like this whole group has drank together. Oh, hi, puppy.
The ratings are going up.
This is Maxwell. He's a good big brother. Yes, he is. Yeah.
Oh, I love him.
Me
See,
too.
dogs make everything better. Dogs just make it better.
The numbers are going up since the dog's been on. That's the good report. People love dogs.
are awful. Dogs are great.
Yeah, people suck, don't they, Allie?
People do suck.
I'm against the people.
Jason Logan doesn't suck. He's great.
Thank you, Allie. You're the best.
Jolie Stanfield.
I don't know where
Stanfield.
they put him in Topeka. Maybe I think somebody thought he sucked.
Jolie wants to see the baby.
She's not home from daycare yet. She's driving her husband home.
That's it.
She's driving now?
Yeah.
Good for her.
Wow, they grow up so fast.
They do. Just
So
happened.
Amanda Busick is getting ready to go into a yoga session.
Yeah.
Right? Amanda, let's talk about the yoga session.
Yeah. You know, you got to find ways to keep your mind active during the off season because sitting still is not my forte. But what I would like to talk about is the holiday traffic out here because I feel like I just survived a video game. People drive quite with tempers in the holidays. So well done, Raleigh, North Carolina.
Yeah, not just you try to come to Miami. You try to go on the Palmetto Expressway and then compare it to Raleigh, North Carolina. It's pretty crazy. Everybody is very intense.
German tourists, Joe. That's all we have to say is dead.
Remember
German
that?
tourists.
Oh my gosh, the poor German tourists.
Good days in Miami back then. Wrong
Yeah,
turn.
Have we planned LV4 yet?
Courtney's complaining that she never gets to go on the.
Okay, because
the
I
high
feel
roller.
like we need an LV3 redemption. It was nice. It was nice. It was nice, but I
I
think
just want to go. All the cool kids go.
The cool kids do go.
No, we're
the
all
cool
gassed.
You get
At that time
shirts
of the
in
year, I
it.
think the spring version of that is always more fun because by the time we get to the fall Las Vegas race, especially by the time you get to the end of the fall Las Vegas race, the tank is empty. It's empty.
Yeah.
But you're there in the spring, you're full of life. You're vivacious. Your liver is still mostly functioning at that time
We
of
should
the
have
year.
a
At least I
couple
think
races
so.
throughout the year in Vegas.
No, that's true, Brian. The exhaustion is a real thing,
There's
and
video of it.
but like I don't know,
There's
didn't we
video.
try. We
I
tried.
think
Yeah, I
someone
don't,
was sleeping at the bar, right?
Yeah.
don't
I
worry.
just needed a 5-minute nap. That's all I needed was a 5-minute nap. I
Who
rallied.
doesn't need a 5-minute nap?
Can you put
Hey,
pictures,
Joe.
With a
can you
drink
put
in your
pictures
hand.
full screen, Joe? Can you? Put,
Yes.
I'm working on it right now. Don't worry. I'm trying to get. It's a miracle that any of this stuff actually happens.
Joe, remember when you said that you didn't know if anyone was going to join and just me, you, and Jason were going to have to do it? Look, you're having to kick Reinhart out to have all the people on.
Right, and I want to bring Reinhart back in because he's back connected.
there it is.
But I want to show two photographs.
Yeah, that's the one we were
Yeah,
talking about.
That's the one that matters right there. That's the one that matters. But also, you guys mentioned Bo and Randy Lynn's wedding, and the childlike like appreciation. Didn't we just talk about that, Jason? About like childlike appreciation for something. Like it never gets better than this. The childlike appreciation. Down in the lower right-hand corner, there is a certain person who is appreciating like a child, like a wonderful child, like
Vegas, baby. Come on.
That was at a wedding.
If I wasn't, you would think less of me.
Yeah, totally.
If I
We can all
wasn't, you would think
appreciate
less of me.
talent.
That was at
See?
the Golden Pony.
Dude, that makes me want to go to yoga or Pilates or anything. Good Lord.
I used to look like when I was, I don't know, a small child, I would look at a character in a theme park like that. And now that I am a grown man, I'm looking at a kind of a character in a theme park known as Las Vegas
Right.
like that. It's just, it's translated through my whole life.
When she got off that thing, Brian said, "Namaste."
I did.
Exactly.
I said,
All right, I'm
do
going
you
to
do
kick
the-
myself out so Reinhart can jump in. But
No, you can kick me.
You're done, Amanda? You're gonna
You
go.
guys can kick me out. This is awesome. Merry Christmas, everybody. All
Now
my
we're
favorite
done.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas,
Love you guys.
Amanda.
Amanda. There goes Amanda. There she goes.
She's going to work on legs to look like so Brian can make that face.
Yeah, I can make this face.
What I want to know is what's Bruno looking at?
Not
He's
sure.
looking at the wrong
Cruz,
thing.
he's looking at Cruz Petragon.
He's looking at the wrong thing. I can tell you.
Hey, there she is.
The biggest
Hi,
difference,
sweet
Brian,
girl.
between your childhood and that is in your childhood, you could run up and hug Minnie Mouse, and that would be okay. If you tried that there, that wouldn't work out quite so well.
Yeah.
That was pretty G-rated, considering I was wondering where that was going. That landed pretty G.
Yes.
But you were worried about me?
No.
Oh no. I'm receiving content now. I'm going to try to get it on the air as fast as possible. Poor Jason Logan.
Look at Jenna.
Give me poor Jason Logan. I can handle it.
Yeah. Oh,
Hi,
wait.
Jenna.
We got Jenna. Oh, the
I said
child
hi
has
to-
arrived. It's the child. Bring us the
Got here.
child.
She got here. Would you like to say hi?
No, we don't need Cody.
She's here.
Did you tell Cody to fix the lights yet, though?
I need to.
He's very handy, that guy. He
He
can build
is
things.
handy. Except not with Christmas lights.
Do y'all feel like this group's been at an airport bar together before? Because I do.
I know we have. Like, this was the crew at the airport bar just a couple of days
Michael Heiner, always as well. Kurt, recently.
Michael
Yeah, we all-
Hunter is so fun. I just love
he
Michael
is fun.
Hunter so
Courtney
much.
didn't think I was fun in Gainesville.
Oh,
Let's not.
See, that's the thing. That's the thing that impresses me about racers, Jason, is that, like, you know, when a run goes down the track, I see the result, I think about it, and then I move on. These guys remember everything forever. Everything.
That's
Everything.
their job, though, Joe.
I
Every-
forget
everything.
everything. I can get my wife in here. She can tell you about all the stuff I forget.
Well, right. But when it comes
Yeah.
to like a race you won or a race you lost, yeah, you remember.
You pick and choose your battles with your wife, man. You know,
Oh, I
Courtney,
don't
you
even
wanna
know who
fight
I
every
raced in
single time.
Gainesville. It was something that happened after the race.
Jag Coughlin Jr. is one of the best at that. You can ask him, like, 1993, you were in a super gas car. You were also racing 9 other cars that race. Like, what did you win by? And he'll tell you the whole thing.
Oh,
He's
Jag's
like a
a good one.
freaking computer.
In any class. That's amazing.
Drew Hines is the same way. He's like Rain Man.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
Great.
Definitely 007.
I've seen
Definitely
Jag walk
007.
around like he was Rain Man.
I miss Jag.
Yeah, we all
Hey,
miss Jake.
In real racing news, Joe, because you like to jump back to the real racing news sometimes in these parties, who thought Jegs was going to renew and then came back and did the All-Stars and all that? I felt like that was good news that we all weren't expecting.
Yeah,
Yeah,
listen
that's
to
huge.
Courtney bringing it back to something significant.
I'm a professional.
They waited for me and Alan to be off the air yesterday, right, Alan?
Alan and
We were
I.
talking. Thank you. We're talking about the show.
No, it
And-
actually is me and Alan.
No, I think we're just going to move forward.
Keep going.
Jegs
You
is
said it
back,
right, Joe.
guys.
You said it
Jegs
right.
All-Stars. Jegs All-Stars back, except it's going to be happening in Dallas at the Stampede of Speed, which is very interesting, and I think it works. We had to get it out of Indy. Indy was just, I don't want to say it was lost, but it was lost, right? It's
No,
Indy.
Stampede
Too much.
Speed's a good place for that.
Too much.
It was too long.
Yeah.
Well, it's
The
just you don't
duration-
want to be like, with respect to the racers and everything else, like you don't want those finals being run in the middle of the night. You know, you want to give them a bigger platform to be on. You want to, and it's right for everybody in that the execution of the race will be better because people aren't going to be totally overtaxed. You know, you can see all the benefits of it, and to have it land at the Motorplex, I think is really, really good.
Definitely agree.
All right, guys, I got to go. Merry Christmas, Jenna. Merry
Mine's
Christmas.
checking out.
Good seeing
Michael.
you, even if your mother doesn't bring you around.
Merry Christmas, Heiner.
Merry
Hey, guys.
Christmas, Michael Heiner. Thank you
Chase,
for,
Chase says he loves you.
No sushi, Chase. No sushi.
And yeah, you disagree there. Enjoy.
Steak. There goes Michael Heiner. All right. Wow, this is going swimmingly well, guys.
Joe,
Very
did you
impressed.
say hi to Krista Baldwin? You were out. Did you even say hi to her?
Is Krista here? Oh my
Here.
gosh, it's Krista Baldwin. How did you get the link, Krista?
Hello. How's it
newly
going?
engaged, Krista Baldwin. As
Yeah,
well.
Oh,
That's good.
Y'all gotta
point.
I have my ring on today. but it's here.
Krista, I know. Where are you getting married?
You know what? There's so many race car parts to be bought. Who cares about a wedding?
And that's why she got a ring on her finger,
It's
ladies
not
and
right
gentlemen.
now, but I have it, I swear.
Yeah, but tell us the story, though. Most people don't know the story and the significance and the where and the how. Like, that's a big deal. Go.
Yes, it was a big deal. It was so good. So at Pomona this year at the World Finals, after the most spectacular weekend I could think of, besides hurting my car, but it's still a spectacular weekend. We were torn down. We were having some adult beverages because, it's World Finals. So that's what you do after a long 22 race season. And he's like, hey, let's go for a golf cart ride. Me not even thinking, not even like, oh, yeah, we're going to go to his pit because he works for Robert Hype. Yeah, let's go to your pit. Like, we'll have another cocktail over there. I have no clue. And so we're going down and I'm like, and he's like, well, let's go to the top end. I'm like, okay, cool. Like, still have no clue. Like, I swear to God, you guys, like, I had zero intel on this. And I'm like, oh yeah, like, I came off and like I beat Salinas and I was on fire and like here and I talked to Amanda over there. Right? I'm going off and like I have this cool onboard footage because NHRA Fox put a helmet cam on me. And I'm like, look how cool this is! Like, you can see me celebrating and all the things, right? And he's like, it's cool. Like, yeah, you had a great weekend. And I'm like, yeah, it was, huh? He's like, well, let's make it better. And he just got down on a knee right there. And I'm like, no way. And the best part is like all the NHRA guys are tearing down like the balloon farm at the top end. They are like, oh my God, it's a proposal. So me and my closest like 15 NHRA friends said yes.
That's awesome. No, congratulations. That's amazing.
Thank you.
And there's another layer. Because your dad, you had your dad's paint scheme, and that's where your dad is. People don't.
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, when my dad passed, we put all his ashes down at the top end because that's where he grew up and that's where he wanted to be. And so now every time I go down the track, I'm right there with him.
That's amazing.
That's awesome.
And then I got proposed to right there.
Listen, Krista, if you need help with a DJ for your wedding, I know somebody who can do it, and
I can vouch for that.
Yeah, she can help you.
It was a good party.
I know someone who can marry you also.
I do too.
You know what? We probably have a venue too, with some race cars. Let's just
don't do it at the track. Don't do it there.
No.
All right, so 1 second. Courtney is threatening to be kicked out. What's happening, Courtney?
Well, it's Friday of Christmas here at Elite Motorsports, and everybody is about to leave, and they're waiting on me, and I'm using Chase's phone as a hotspot because #Winniewood. So y'all can kick me out. But I wanted to say, Krista, did you know it gave me the most proud moment ever is Katie came over to our pit right before he proposed and was looking for confetti and sprinkles. And we had used them all, but I was like, I'm the confetti girl. They came to me. She's like, I said, I know who might have them right over there. So they were trying to find poppers and all that stuff.
Oh, well, that's cute. Well, they had flowers. Like I had one of my fans brought me a bouquet of flowers over the weekend. And so they shredded the flowers in their hands. And they're waiting for me to get out of the car because they're like, oh, well, what if you said no? We didn't want to throw these flowers and oh, total epic fail, right? I'm like, no, come on.
Then you throw them at you instead of up.
Well, I'm pretty sure one did hit me in the face. So who knows which one did that.
There you go. Courtney, Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas. I love all of you truly, truly.
Merry Christmas, Courtney.
Wait, hold on. One more for the people who weren't here. Everybody say bye to Chase.
Bye, Chase.
Merry Christmas.
Everybody say bye to the champ.
Bye,
Erica.
They're in my office now.
There you go.
Bye, guys.
Later, Courtney. There's Courtney Enders, and I don't want to make this a negative thing, but it's a kind of a bad trade. Jason Galvin is joining us.
Hey.
Jason Galvin.
Hey. Wow, that's a big step down.
What idea was that?
Yeah.
Okay, bye. I'm going to go back in my corner now.
hey, it just is what it is, right? Courtney leaving, Jason arriving. It's just ripe for humor. Certainly. Derek says Krista Baldwin needs a segment on NHRA on Fox.
That would be
Krista has a segment on NHRA YouTube, so go watch that.
Look at it.
Well, it's there. It's my
Let's
plug.
get Nikki
Watch our
involved.
YouTube
Nikki
stuff.
hasn't said very much. Nikki, get involved here. What's going on with NHRA Social? How do you rate the season? Was it positive or negative?
It was good. It was great. All that excitement makes for good social content.
Yeah, I like it. I like it.
Nikki, what about this? What about adding like the new social platform of TikTok to your world? Do you have to now? You have another place to post.
Yeah,
stuff.
we're on
adding more
TikTok.
to your
Everybody
life?
go look at TikTok. It's
No,
my
don't
favorite.
don't go look at TikTok.
We did
Everybody
a
forget
TikTok.
the TikTok. TikTok is over. It's
No,
the
we did
Chinese.
a TikTok at the beginning of the year.
Yes,
We
we
did.
did. We did a
did
couple
one.
of them. Chris is on TikTok. Yeah, we've got everything. Kurt's
I'm
made a bunch of
against it.
cool videos.
It's the Chinese government stealing all our data so they can send a micro drone to make our head explode.
Oh, sounds like an old person.
It's true though, and they're
Listen, when we got on this show earlier today, he had Fox News rolling in the background. I was listening
I
to
mean, I live in Florida.
yeah,
It's true.
Zelensky's addressing Congress. That's all I found out about.
Yes, listen, I'm just saying that the TikTok, I'm unsure of it. I do not trust it. That's all.
the Giuseppe coming out in him.
That's right.
It's Giuseppe.
But yeah, let's get Kurt.
You know what I'm learning being on this show right now, looking around? I need to move to a different time zone. Lohnes took a drink, Joe took a drink, Reinhart's got a beer. It's like 2 o'clock. I'm drinking water.
Come on. Play like a champion.
You choose your own life.
Play like a champion.
You can do anything. All right,
New
guys,
Rockney over here.
Allie Bland sent me a video, and I'm going to
I
try to bring
did.
it up.
I just want to know who it is that told Jason he's not allowed to drink anything but water because it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Exactly.
Those are harsh rules to live under.
Here's a video from Allie Bland. Does anyone want to guess the subject matter? Just wait. Here it is. Let's see what happens.
Deceptive packaging.
Classic.
Bro, there are so many videos of me sleeping at the racetrack on the starting line when fuel is running, things of that nature. I can sleep anywhere.
That is the lovely ZMAX Broadway Media Center. Probably on a Saturday afternoon, Jason Logan just doing what he does best, sleeping.
Sleeping away.
You know what? You know what? There's no video of anywhere, and you can scour the entire world.
What's that?
That's Jason walking into his hotel room before midnight. That's why he's always asleep, wherever the hell he is the next day.
You checked the security footage, and that is accurate.
That's not
Jason's roommate here. Proof. Yeah, I can vouch for Reinhart there.
What is it like exactly rooming with Jason Logan there, Jason Galvin?
Oh, dude, it's the best. What are you talking about? Like, I'm asleep before he comes back. I'm at the racetrack before he wakes up. It's great. I want to be Jason Logan when I grow up. That's what I learned rooming with him.
All right.
Here's the deal.
All right.
Here's the deal. Talent is the last one in, the first one to leave. That's how it goes. Talent.
Yes, preach it, brother. Preach the
just saying.
talent thing, man.
I
just,
roll in, I do my job, I get out. I got time to be messing around at the track,
yeah. How about this video?
hanging out
This
with
is
Krista
better.
Baldwin, getting engaged at the top end. No, we ain't got time for that.
We ain't got time for that.
We got things to do.
I
I'm
didn't
in
know I had
Topeka,
time for that
Kansas.
either.
I gotta go to the Longhorn Steakhouse in Topeka, Kansas. I mean, what are we talking about?
Exactly. All right, we're starting to wind down, guys. First of all, I want you all to know that I think this is so great, and thank you for all participating in this with me. But I wanted to keep it some drag racing, clearly. So I want you all to answer a question, right? A question. I'm going to ask Brian to start because Brian's really good at this kind of stuff. One moment for the entire year, the moment, the biggest thing, the top headline. What is it?
Oof. One moment.
The one thing. It doesn't have to be a moment, but it could be like.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what it was for me. It was if I give this a modicum of thought here, I'm actually gonna say the first round of Top Fuel at Pomona for me was the answer to your question, because all of us smart people who know so much about this sport and who follow it week in and week out and write down numbers and analyze things all said, no way this baby gets sorted out before the third round. And what do you know is we're handing somebody a championship trophy at the end of the first round. So the first round of Top Fuel at the finals, to me, was the most electrifying, crazy, unpredictable, most drag racingest thing we had this year.
I like that. That's good. And I'm going to ask each person to say something similar, not necessarily Pomona, but to look back and reflect on the year, because there were so many. It was amazing. Look at this. Angie Smith is out there saying what's up. Angie, I'm going to send you the link so you can jump on here, Angie. Jason, Logan, and I were talking about Angie Smith and how much we love her. And look, now she's out there. All right. Allie Bland, how about you? When you look back at the year, what's some, your top headline? It doesn't have to be like racing, but maybe it is. Like, what is your top headline from 2022?
Okay. Can I cheat a little bit?
Yes.
I'm going to have a real answer. So I went on maternity leave because I had a baby. So coming back, my first race back was in Norwalk, and I hadn't seen a lot of you guys in a long time. So it was really nice to see everybody. And Norwalk is just a fun race anyways. I'm in Indianapolis, so it's close by. So it's easy to drive through. There's ice cream there, and all my peeps were there because, and I got to see everybody. And that was great too. So Norwalk was a special one. But I guess
oh, here we go. Look at Allie. Get out of here, Jenna. That's it. Get out of here, Jenna.
Yeah. Racing, like
WFO. Take the kid.
Sorry. One of probably my big moment of the year was seeing Caps win in Indy. Like win Indy, not win in Indy. He won the U.S. Nationals. I think that's probably one of the biggest stories of the year.
Let me tell you, that one works.
Yep.
Caps winning Indy and basically solidifying himself as there's nothing that he didn't win in his life.
Because he has won in Indy, but that was the first time he won the U.S. Nationals. Hi, Angie.
Angie Smith joining us.
No,
look at Angie's hair. No, I like it, Angie. I like it. You're kind of like, you're chill. It's good. Welcome to the Christmas party. How are you doing?
Hey, I'm late for the Christmas party.
Where are you?
I'm at my house. I'm cooking dinner.
Right. What are you cooking?
We're having spaghetti tonight.
Oh, I like it. I've never had Angie Smith's spaghetti. Maybe this year.
Maybe.
All right. Let's go to Nikki. Nikki, 2022. You look back. Could be a personal moment. Could be a racing moment. 2022 NHRA headline. Go.
That's so hard.
Yep.
I'm gonna not be good at answering this question. I'm gonna dodge your question and just say something that I think is cool on the back end. Is that
very John Force of you? Go ahead.
Listen, hey, I've learned from the best. And I might have to ask you what you asked me again before we get done, just to cover all my bases. But one of the cool things that we get to do, and Kurt is part of this as well, is we're at Top End during the finals to capture a lot of this stuff. And Kurt creates the behind the scenes videos that we post after every race. And those are hands down my favorite thing that we get to do, because you get to see all of that emotion and everything that's happening as soon as somebody gets the Wally. And so we tried really hard to bring that to everybody so that you guys get to kind of be part of that as well. But being at Top End for someone's win is one of the coolest experiences, because there's so much going on and so much emotion from the drivers and the teams and the losers and the winners. And there's so much going on. So I think that's probably one of my favorite things. And I think hopefully you guys all like that too, that bit that we do with the behind the scenes.
It's awesome.
It's just a cool raw version of exactly what's happening up there. So I think that's one of the coolest things that we get to now bring to people. So everybody kind of gets to see what all goes on up there.
Agreed. No, listen, I can't agree with that more. It's an amazing moment. And I was so lucky to be accidentally called to go to the finish line, to go down there for the finals. And Angie, to interview the Lucas Oil winners, because Bob Locke won the Super Gas Championship. And they're like, Joe, get down there, Bob Locke. And so I zipped down there. And after that, I really didn't have any extra responsibility. So I'm like, I'm staying down here, man. Like, this is it. This is the Holy Grail. This is Mecca. It's the Bible. It's when you turn off and you've won the whole event. That's it. And thank God that they have realized that, we need Kurt, and Kurt's there with the super cam capturing it all. Those bits, like that bit is why everybody does what they do. That's the reason we have a sport. That area, that moment right there. Fact. And Angie Smith got to be the one to do it when I was down there. How great is that, Angie? You won.
It was so awesome. I mean, that was a tough round. I mean, and I won it on a hole shot. I mean, I had to dig deep. Matt always tells me, well, if you do this, then we can finish 1 and 2. And if he gives me all the parameters, I'm like, God, I mean, no pressure. I just got to win the race. I mean, Lord. And then, but now I can say, well, you didn't do your job. No, I don't give him a hard time about it. But, it was a great day. I mean, and I'm so glad that Kurt is down there to capture those moments, because all of that footage I go back and watch, and it is amazing. Thank you, Kurt, for what you do. And Nikki and Allie and all of you guys, y'all are awesome, because as a driver, we get to put on our helmet and we get to go do that, but we don't get to see all the other stuff. We don't get to see the celebration on the starting line. We have to celebrate in our helmet, as we make the corner. So, I mean, I get to go back and relive that. And that is what's so important.
Angie, I have one question for you.
Okay.
How tall is that Christmas tree?
It's a 9-foot Christmas tree.
That is a giant Christmas tree, guys. Brian, how tall is your Christmas tree, Brian?
14 feet tall, Joe. I don't mess around.
Nobody believes that, Brian.
No,
Brian went to the New Hampshire woods and chopped his down.
That Christmas tree's an oak, Joe. It's an oak. That's how I roll.
So
it's an
jealous.
old growth. It's an old growth redwood that I cut down by hand.
He planted it when he was 2,
Yeah.
and now it is time.
That's why
I don't know. It's 6.5 feet.
All right, Reinhart, moment of the year. Go ahead, Reinhart.
Well, wait a minute. While we're bragging about Christmas trees, I want you to see mine.
There it is.
Oh, that is so Reinhart. That is so freaking out. Reinhart.
Hey, don't accuse Reinhart of not being in the spirit. This guy's in the spirit, man. He's got the Charlie Brown tree. He's got the Bite Me shirt. He's got the Bah Humbug hat. This guy's gone all out. Reinhart, moment of the year. Go.
The one moment of the year that stands out for me was the one time when everybody in the community went, "What the hell is that?" was when Matt rolled up with the Buell in Houston in the middle of the race. I thought that was awesome.
That was cool.
Yeah, very much so. Very much so.
Because even people that have been out there for 25 or 30 years were going, "Can he do that? Is that okay?" That was the one thing this year that for me was like, that was, if you're going to talk moment, that was the moment.
What say you, Matt?
Yeah, I mean, that was a pretty defining moment in our season this year. So I'd have to agree with Alan there, because I don't think anybody's really ever done that like that in the final round, and we did it. We just didn't pull it off. We didn't pull the win off.
Got a world champion here. We got a
Well, we got him sitting there. The single most dominating performance of this whole year was him in Denver. He out-qualified the field by 600ths of a second or more. That his performance in Denver this year was far and away, as far as a single racer performance at a single race, the most decimating thing anybody did all year. It was insane. So well done there in Denver.
I would argue Karen in Gainesville, but that was still pretty strong.
Yeah. Karen was nasty. Yeah, that's true.
He's not riding the field this morning. He's leaving home.
Oh, no more Buell?
No. Well, he says no. He says no.
Probably not.
Pants on fire.
Yeah, we'll see. Hey, look, that's one world champ. We got another world champ, the aforementioned Bob Locke. There he is. Merry Christmas to you all. He's out there watching. Thank you very much, Bob, for giving me like a great moment to be a part of. Oh my gosh, how amazing was that? This guy is not going to go, and his friends kind of force him to go, right? Like, you got to go, man. Here's money. You got to go. And he goes out there and he wins. That's crazy stuff. All right, Jason Galvin, moment of the year. Are you frozen? You're not frozen. What do you got? First of all, I want to give Jason Galvin the worst audio award, but the best, Kurt, best new addition, but Jason Galvin, big part of it. Love having Jason Galvin out there at the racing. So Galvin, your best moment of the year.
My audio is that bad? Man, you got to tell me this.
Yeah, your audio is terrible.
The other one.
It's the worst. What is everybody?
Joe, I'll answer for him saying his audio is terrible. It was rooming with me the entire season. Give it up.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Yeah, whatever those Beats earbuds you got, they're bootleg.
I'm blaming Kanye. Yeah.
Moment of the year. Go.
I'm gonna. Oh, I was gonna say 338.9 in Pomona, but I sitting next to Jason Logan while I took a nap in the middle of a tilted kilt in Las Vegas might have beat it. So.
Yes.
A lot of naps happening, apparently, right? A lot of naps happening out there in the NHRA universe.
Joe, I give it my all at all times. I burn the engine down and I gotta recharge it.
It's a 15-hour day, man. Come on. If there's no nap in the middle of a 15-hour day.
You gotta recharge the batteries, Joe. I mean, come on, man.
Totally agree. Did you answer, Galvin?
He did.
I
just
did.
gave the answer.
Yeah, all right. That's the answer. Okay. Everybody's building up to their answer. Galvin's just like, yeah.
330, seriously, 338.9. We're a sport built on speed and performance. Brittany Force has the 10 fastest runs in Top Fuel history. One driver's got the 10 fastest. Most of them happened this year. It's great.
It was amazing. Amazing. All right, Jason Logan, how about you?
You asked me this question a couple weeks ago, and I couldn't think of any except the hood scoop flying off in Brainerd and almost landing on top of me. But no,
Reinhart was there for that. I missed that one, but that was a big deal apparently. Reinhart comes over and he's like, "Dude, did you see the hood scoop?" And I'm like, "No."
Let me tell you something, Jason. If it almost landed on top of you, that's your damn fault, or you were asleep because it was in the air for a minute and a half.
It was in the air.
You had plenty of time to go. Okay, here it comes.
And it was in the right lanes, and I'm like so far on the other side of the track. It's not even funny. No, but honestly, and I'm going to go down the road with Allie on this one. I mean, after the pandemic, I was gone, man. I was cast away. I was set adrift on memory bliss, PM Dawn style. Brian Lohnes, that's for you. Anyways, coming back in Gainesville for me was just kind of like a cool thing. I was like, oh, I'm back doing this. I get to see people for the first time I haven't seen in 2 years. And I mean, I guess I kind of played a bigger role than I thought I was going to play. So yeah, it was kind of fun. And then, in Vegas, Joe, at Fan Fest, second Vegas, you and I became mini celebrities, and we were like, oh, people like us, Joe. People really like us.
Yeah. No, it's definitely true.
So that's, I mean, again, I could go down the road with Galvin, Brittany, and everything. I mean, come on, that's not what I do. I'm superficial.
Milliken over Ashley at Vegas is up there for me. So pivotal, says Troy out there who is watching.
Yeah.
I agree completely.
The cool part about that particular run, and that if you'd made me pick a single moment, I probably would have picked that one. Was standing on the starting line, you could hear an audible gasp from the crowd, which doesn't always happen. Like, we all kind of know what's going on and we're all paying attention, but not everybody, literally every single person in the stands knew what that meant. And it was like, holy crap, that just happened. And we were like, wow, that was awesome. Cause it was packed and people like totally, shocked everybody. So
I was the next pair. I was right behind Milliken and I'm like, holy shit. No way. And everyone always says, they're like, oh, aren't you supposed to be paying attention to what you're doing? I'm like, but that happened right in front of me. How do you not look at it?
Right.
Well, that's so true because that happens right in front of you. You're like, okay. I mean, if something like that happens to you, you're like, I got to rethink this. I got to refocus. I mean, how long does it take you to refocus on something like that?
Instantly.
Okay.
It's just like the fan in me is like, oh, wow, that was a great drag race. And then, oh, wait, I'm drag racing.
Okay.
My turn.
My turn.
No, that was huge. And that's what it's got to be. Like, I remember the first time that I was out there and I heard an audible, because I'm a Yankee fan, I'm a Dolphin fan. When the home run is going and it's Aaron Judge, the crowd is screaming, right? When the ball is in the air and the wide receiver is going to catch it and go for the touchdown, the crowd is screaming. In drag racing, we don't really have that moment too often because there are different fans of different drivers. And by the time you get to the final round, the first time I ever experienced that was Erica over Chris McGahey in Houston a few years back. And the crowd like, yeah, like into it, like feeling it, like in a moment. And we don't get to hear the crowd connected to the moment as often in drag racing.
Yeah.
And that was definitely a moment where the crowd was connected. Like,
well, even in Houston, when Erica won Houston this year, because that place was a blowout, because obviously that was the swan song. When she won Houston, that place, they were about ready to pull the grandstands down there too. So yeah, to your point, Nikki, it was like, it is cool because there are times when Tony and I are in a booth, we can visually see the crowd, we can watch people reacting, but when we're working out of our C unit truck, we can see what the cameras show us. And like, we were actually working in the C unit truck in Houston, and we could hear through the walls of the truck as we were making the show when she won that race, how the place just roared. So, and to your point too, even in Vegas, we work literally across the street in our truck there, and we heard the crowd reacting to the runs in Vegas too. So yeah, that was really cool. Good
literally pull. Across the street. All right. So who hasn't given their point? Kurt Spittler. Kurt, this is it, man. This is it. Oh, finally. I was just texting this guy. Oh, I can't get him on there. I'm going to have to take myself out of it. But Kurt, give your moment of the year, and I'm going to pull myself out and add Mr. E.
Oh, Elin.
You put Elin in here? Oh my God, Elin, what's up?
Look, I finally made it in with the cool kids. Took me a while.
By the way,
thank you for the Christmas gift.
You're very welcome.
Elin, by the way, I got yelled at the entire awards banquet because I was texting you. Elin was commenting on all the music I played during the banquet, and he's like, "Oh, that was amazing." And Evan's like, "Stop texting."
The only
thanks, Elin.
Opening monologue where he took digs at everybody. That's
Brian Lohnes, of course.
I went Don Rickles. I went a little Don Rickles on the crowd, and we'll continue to refine that act. But I like that we broke the ice with it this year, and I think that's going to become a thing.
It was brilliant.
The frostbite is almost healed from my backside, where J.R. Todd was just.
Yes.
I think it's good that Elin joined for my moment of the year because it was at the Texas Motorplex for Dallas this year. It was a long day on Sunday. We got delayed a little bit, didn't start till noon, whatever it was, raced into the night. Long day, long weekend, 12 hours of racing each day. Everything's closed. We like to get food after. And me, Nikki, Josh Hatchett, and Joe. Only place that was open was Waffle House. We go there, have a nice family meal. And it kind of just felt like in a capsule. We were almost at the finish line of the season, kind of just your family there, your race family there, eating together at a Waffle House in the middle of Midlothian, Texas. Sounds like it's an objectively bad situation, but it was awesome just getting to hang with my friends and getting to be around them and wrapping up a great event.
It was a long
look
event.
at you,
Elin.
Kurt.
Real long.
I know,
Real
right?
long event.
That was awesome.
I can get a little retrospective.
That was freaking poetic, Kurt Spittler. You made us all look bad.
I was just thinking when the moment of the year is Waffle House, that leaves some room for improvement next year, doesn't it?
Like I said, it sounds like a bad situation, but when you're with your friends, you just did a whole event with them. Good stuff happened. Elin gave me a cool sign to park at. Like, it was just a good weekend, and it was a good way to cap it.
What about, Kurt, what about when you learned who Lenny from ticketing was?
That was also a good moment. I got to hang with Lenny a few times this year.
What about when J-Lo and I taught you how to play craps in Vegas and you lasted all of 3 rolls?
That I lost money and then I walked away. You guys won big money when I came back. That was tough. Going to the bocce ball bar with Jason Galvin and Joe Castello in St. Louis, playing bocce ball in the Italian neighborhood in St. Louis. As someone that took this job out of college, not knowing what I was going to get, I think moments like that are like what makes it awesome. So those are definitely my top.
All right, I pulled Allie out for a quick second. Don't worry, Allie, you're going back in. But that's the new
blast,
tradition,
guys.
Brian Lohnes. Brian Lohnes, that's the new tradition. St. Louis, Thursday, bocce on the hill. We got to do it. We found a spot. Everybody's got to get in on this. I challenge you, Brian Lohnes, to a bocce tournament.
I just what I did was I just looked at my phone, and I am not 65 years old. I just checked the date. And I cross-referenced it against my birthday, and what I discovered was I am still not a senior citizen. So at some point, I would love to play bocce with you, but I would like to do that at a time in my life when I wake up like multiple times a night to urinate, which I haven't achieved yet.
You'll be there very soon, my friend. You'll be there very soon. You're barely 40. You're about
No. Look, here's the deal. Brian's not opposed to getting involved in the tournament. He's just too fucking cheap to pay for it. So everybody kick in. So, he's waiting for the senior discount. He's not scared of the game. He's waiting for the senior discount.
Yeah, if we can get in
at least
early,
we're not playing pickleball yet.
Listen, if we get there at like 1 p.m., which is probably when all the hitters, the real hitters of the bocce world are probably there about 1 because they're in bed by sundown. I feel like that would be the time of the day to go, and we can probably have some sort of a bocce hustle with us kids in our 40s and God knows what decade we're born in could come in and take down the vets that are in there.
I love Brian Loads.
The guys that are playing there stormed the beaches of Normandy. We can come in there and hear their stories of war.
That's what makes it cool, Brian. That's what makes it cool. And listen, my friends on the North End are going to have to pay you a visit now, Brian. That's unfortunate. Your friends on the North End are going to have to pay you a visit now, Brian. Because
if we got to play Charlie Company, it ain't going to happen. No, we can't
listen,
do it,
I guess the last thing I'll say is I have booked a little bit of unanesthetized elective surgery for that day right now. I've just checked. So I'm going to
You're against bocce. You're against Kurt, he's against the bocce. You had a good time. What do you think about that?
You got to buy the ticket, take the ride, Brian.
You're talking about bocce, Kurt. We're talking about bocce. We're not talking about doing exotic designer drugs on an island somewhere in the South Pacific. You were talking about bocce. Don't give me the buy the ticket, take the ride shtick on bocce.
What, they serve beer? You toasted ravioli? Like, what's bad about it?
It's like, hey, we're in Tahiti and some guy handed me some, I don't know what it was. I did it. You know why? Because you buy the ticket, you take the ride. Oh, what are you doing? We ate some fried raviolis and played bocce. And we got a St. Louis pizza that comes with ranch dressing.
What else do you do in St.
Louis?
Louis?
What's wrong with everybody? Everybody here is on crazy pills.
Toasted ravioli, beer, and bocce. It's America. And we went to Yogi Bear's house.
I don't think that's America, but
yeah.
Oh my God, that's the best Brian Loanes rant ever.
He's against the bocce. He's against
all right. And with that, I bid you all adieu.
You're out of here.
You have to go now.
Mic drop.
Have a good holiday, Lones.
Bye, Lones.
Merry Christmas.
Oh my God, that guy's retarded. I love
Look
it
at
so
Angie.
much.
Angie and dinner.
Angie is working. What's going on there? She's like speaking. She likes the bocce. She's cooking up the spaghetti. She's got it going on. All right, Elon. What about you? You're a late arriver.
Yes.
Moment of the year, the single moment of the year, as Allie Bland drinks her whatever it is from the marathon. There it is from the marathon.
Shut that kid up. I'm
talking right, Elon. Exactly. It's your time. It's your time, Elon.
The next time I see you in the face.
Hey, I would say for me, it was Ron Cap's Q4 run at Winter or at the Auto Club Finals. That the whole setting at Pomona, sun's going down, and a monster run like that just turned the tide on the whole Funny Car Championship. That to me is one of those Pomona memories that will just live forever. Not as significant or as impactful as the run, but you could easily make a conversation that was one of the most hammer down runs that racetrack's seen. And
well, that run gave him 4 bonus points, and he won the championship by 3 points. So if that's not as significant as the run, I mean, it might not have been. It might not have been the final round of the final race, but that run was just equally important.
Yeah, just so the team had to get done, pressure, and just that was the moment.
Well said, Elon. Well said.
Well said. Well said. And the sound of Angie cooking spaghetti is taking a look at Angie. She knows.
Angie, you got garlic bread with that?
Angie, what are you doing, Angie? Matt won't let you take a break, right? You got to go to work.
Go to work. He worked. This is what he's doing.
And what's he doing? He's sitting watching Price is Right. He's watching
TV with the dogs.
Replays of Matlock.
Hey, to the winner go the spoils. That's all I'm going to say.
That's it.
What?
To the winner go the spoils.
Matt only gets to eat spaghetti until like February 18th, and then he's got to get back on his diet so he can make weight in Gainesville.
Yeah, because I'm not riding a Suzuki.
He's getting three. That's it.
I like
he needs to go jogging, I guess, because they keep taking weight off the Suzuki. So,
Jason Logan, your moment of the year. You're the last person that I haven't asked.
I've talked about it. Me coming back in Gainesville. It's all about me,
Yep.
Joseph.
Did you say that officially? Did I?
Well, yeah. I mean,
forget it?
listen.
Yeah, he did.
It was all. Listen, Joe. It was all cool.
Self-aggrandizing.
I got to be honest with you. The Brian Lohnes ran about bocce ball might have been the moment of the whole year. I mean, that was amazing. I'm still with tears in my eyes. It was awesome. No, listen,
Galvin was
Joe.
there. Kurt was there. I was there. We lived it. It was greatness. Brian is crapping on it because he wasn't there. We're doing it.
We all have a great time. You talk about moments. Like I remember John Force in Seattle when he won there. It was in 2018, 2019, and he jumped up to the stands. The whole place went bananas. I mean, there's just so many moments that just happen. You can't really name them all. I mean, I guess everybody has kind of named their favorites, but there's just so many little ones that just happen that just make the whole season perfect. And like you said,
I don't want to nitpick, but as a general rule, when somebody asks for moment of the year, you don't go back to 2018. I'm just throwing it out there.
And we talked about it. I don't get into the room until midnight. I don't remember half of this crap.
What was your moment of the year? Well, when I was in junior high, I went to third base under the grandstand with.
It was the bike rack, Alan. It was the bike rack.
Bike rack.
Joe, you didn't call on Krista.
Yeah, you left Krista out.
And she better not pick her moment.
Thank you all for helping.
Thank
you all.
Pick her moment.
Thank you all for helping me remember who it was that I hadn't yet spoken with. I appreciate that. Krista Baldwin, your moment of the year.
Yes. Okay. So I had a lot of moments, as you all watched. But the single most hair standing on my arm moment was after I won first round in Pomona, and I came back on the golf cart, and everyone stood up in the stands and cheered for me. It was oh my God, this is nuts. And everyone, they weren't even looking at the track. They were looking at me, and I was eye to eye with them. And that was probably the coolest moment of the whole year. I mean, granted, getting engaged is a cool moment too, but this one was whoa.
Much better than getting engaged. Much better.
Yeah, I'm texting
Joe,
Bobby about that right now.
I have a question
for Bobby.
Hey, Chris, are you on the set of a Hallmark Christmas movie right now?
Yeah.
Go back to her. Can you make her a big picture? Look, I mean, what?
It's awesome.
With my Bucky's. My Bucky's stockings.
We love Bucky's. Oh, that's Bucky. Oh my
That's
gosh.
awesome.
It's better. Everybody loves Bucky.
Yeah.
No, so me and Bobby, we live with two other crew guys, Ryan, who works on Justin Ashley's car, and Chicken Man, which is Andy, on Austin Proc's car. And so Chicken Man bought us an addition to our Christmas decorations because other than racing, I love Christmas. It's my favorite. I love decorating. I love every picture in my house is changed out for Christmas. I'm that crazy person. And I even have a 20-foot reindeer out in my front lawn right now. And you watch people go by. Yes, Bucky's.
Look. Allie Blanis got Bucky. I can't find her on the deal. Get it. Put it up there. Where's Bucky?
There he is. I experienced the Bucky's for the first
Beaver,
time.
man. This
this
Beaver
year.
is taking over the
Buc-ee's is
world.
Great. I've never been to one before until recently. It was a whole experience.
It really is.
It's a vibe.
By the way, Joe, go back to Krista Baldwin. Her energy this whole year has been fantastic.
I agree.
She's been such a I talked about Justin Ashley and all that whole thing earlier, but she has been fantastic the entire season. Every time, every run, she's been positive. She's been, and then, like I said, in Pomona, she was amazing. I mean, winning and doing that whole thing. It was great. Good job, Krista. You're fantastic.
Thank you.
Yeah, winning and stuff.
So much.
Yeah, Krista with the
Well,
winning.
I can certainly understand her best moment of the year. I mean, you're only going to win your first round of Pomona once. You might get engaged 5 or 6 times.
Exactly, Alan. Exactly. Good call.
Don't tell Bobby.
In your contract.
By the way, did we lose Nikki and?
We lost. No, Nikki's. Well, I don't know what happened.
I
to
got
Nikki.
kicked out. I'm just sitting there.
Kicking them out, Joe.
That's my fault. Where's Elon? We lost Elon. He crapped out. That's terrible.
Crapped out.
That's terrible. So what matters the most is Bucky. I don't know what's happening with this beaver, but he's taking
Beaver
over
nuggets.
the world.
Beaver
Bigger than Mickey Mouse,
nuggets.
bigger than Bugs Bunny, Bucky the Beaver.
Banana pudding.
Oh my God.
I enjoy the brisket. Okay, I went there and I had some of the Bucky's brisket, and I was floored by how great it was. And so I love Bucky as well.
What about kolaches? Have you ever had a kolache from there?
Yes.
So good.
Yes, Chris, and all the people that worked with us on the year. Galvin's on the
Monahan.
show, of course.
Yep.
Chris Monahan, Fabian, everybody that worked with us on the announce staff this year. We had great moments with them. It was tremendous. But Chris Monahan brought us kolaches from Bucky's, and it was pretty spectacular. Gotta say.
It's a great spot. And, I'm just grateful that we get to go to races where there's Bucky's.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that's really it.
That's really it.
When I get you guys all out here for the March meet, when I get you all
That's
out
the
here
worst
for the
part of
March meet,
losing
we have a knockoff wannabe Bucky's that I'll take you all to, and you can all be massively disappointed.
And what's
By
the
the
name
way,
of the disappointment?
Murray Family Farms. Like, the farm is great. It's like a classic place here, but the gas station, and like they even have like the Bucky's Nuts thing labeled as their own. It's horrifically disappointing.
Do
By
they
the
have a
way,
beaver?
Joe, the fact that we're so excited about gas stations, this is the problem. I go, when we get to Vegas, we're like, oh, we're in Vegas. It's like a metropolis. There's normal places we stay. But, you go to some of these other places, you're like, the coolest thing is Bucky's. Really? Okay.
But yes, everybody loves Bucky's. Okay, like
I
get on board.
love Bucky's, but I'm just saying that's kind of weird. I mean, look at Angie Smith. She's trying to make spaghetti right now.
Trying to multitask.
It's not Bucky's spaghetti. That's
If Bucky's made spaghetti, though, it'd be amazing. It would be amazing, right, Allie?
So good.
Time for final thoughts, guys. Time for final thoughts. And then I'm going to start blowing people out. We're going to start with Angie Smith, who looks very busy. Angie, final thought before the holidays here on the WFO holiday party.
I just want everybody to wish everybody a Merry Christmas. I miss every single one of you. I've texted a few of you. I miss all of you guys. And Gainesville's like a long, long time away. So have a good holidays. Enjoy your time with your family. And we'll see you soon.
Oh, that's nice.
Hey, before you throw her out, Joe, before you excuse her.
That's what's about to happen.
Angie, how was my cousin at PRI?
Dude, that was so freaking funny. We were in Charlotte Douglas Airport, and I had I think I had my Denso 200-mile-an-hour coat on, and he was like, oh, who are you? And I was like, Angie Smith, just kind of generic. And he was like, oh, well, you probably know my cousin since you race NHRA. His name's Jason Logan. And I was like, yes. I was like, I'm going to text him right now. And I took a picture of him and sent it to Jason. He was awesome. And when he got on the plane, he was like, have you talked to Jason? I was like, he had to text me back, and then you text me back. That was really ironic, though. It was funny. And then he saw me again, I think at PRI.
Yeah, he was funny. He took a picture with you, and he took a picture with Erica. And that was it. It was like, I'm sure you know other people at PRI that I probably know, but he picked you two.
Well, that's good.
So.
There you go. All right,
Y'all
Ange.
have an awesome Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Happy New Year to
Christmas,
you and
Angie.
Matt. Really appreciate you guys. Thanks for
thank
jumping on.
Happy Festivus.
Don't cook this spaghetti too long. It'll get mushy.
I know.
It's al dente. Al dente.
That's it. Okay. There goes Angie. We lost Kurt. I don't know where Kurt got lost. We left him behind somewhere. We're like the Donner Party. Kurt got eaten.
He's at the Waffle House.
He went to the Waffle House.
Kurt came up with the bocce thing, and Lohnes attacked it, and now Kurt is bothered.
His feelings are hurt. Oh my God, that was oh my God.
All right,
That was
Galvin.
like-
No, Allie Bland. Final thought. Allie Bland. Final thought.
The year? The year or
Whatever
what?
it is, final thought
Jenna.
for everybody.
Here.
Allie Bland is going to discipline her child on the air right here.
No. Listen, Jason Logan gave Jenna a shout out on .tv one time because, oh, dang it. And Angie just left. She would appreciate this. Jenna loves to wave at people. And one time specifically, Matt won somewhere because that's what Matt does. And Jenna, the baby, was waving so big at him. Hi. And Matt would just not wave. Betsy would not wave back to her. And I'm like, well, he cannot see you. So then I think the next race or something, Jason Logan was like, hi, Jenna. Hi. And she's like, hey, oh, somebody knows my name. So Jason Logan gave Jenna a shout out. That was so fun.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jason. See, you don't know.
Joe Castello never gave Jenna a shout out. Neither did
No, but I'm talking about those helmets.
Oh,
That's-
those helmets! God bless those helmets.
Helmets.
It's my favorite part, actually.
Yeah, I
I
know
don't
it is.
actually watch any drag racing. I just pay attention to the helmets.
That's of course.
What the ticket renewal helmets?
Yes, the ticket renewal.
By the way, I got to be honest with you. I am happy I don't have to talk about those.
Yeah, no,
Glad
that's why
Jason
we got Galvin.
and Joe Castello are there to talk about the helmets and all the. Hey, are you an NHRA member? I know I am.
What are you talking about? You did that 10 times this year. You did that 20 times this
I was
year.
like, yeah, you were the main member guy. I don't think
I
I members
listen,
won.
all I know is that we are QVC with some of that stuff. I'm just saying.
Hey, QVC's making that money. I wish we were QVC.
Well,
That would be
folks,
great.
it is dinner time, so I hope all of you have a Merry Christmas. Joe, thank you for having me. We appreciate it.
thank
I hope all of you have a great holiday, and we will see you in Gainesville.
Bye, Jenna. Bye, Jenna.
Bye.
Merry Christmas.
There we go. All right, Galvin, final thoughts.
I love being part of this team. And thank you for putting up with my apparently incredibly inferior several $100 high name brand earbuds that everybody else likes, but you don't. So
Wait till you hear it. The good news about this is you'll be able to go back and listen to it, and you'll be like, "What's wrong with my stuff?" And who knows?
the good
what's wrong.
news is I have this very nice microphone right here that I've never used before. So if you ever invite me back, I will make sure I plug that in.
Yeah, probably.
Is that a
not.
Neumann? Is it a Neumann?
Is it a Neumann?
A Neumann, Mike Neumann?
No, it's a HyperX.
Okay.
HyperX.
Excellent. All right, Galvin. Later, buddy. Merry Christmas.
Hi, Jason Galvin.
Jason Galvin. Me and Jason Galvin hanging out. Me and Logan and Galvin in Vegas, finding all the secret places. Great stuff. Great stuff.
Oh, Joe, that was the best. Yeah, we'll have to have another conversation about that.
No, when we go back in April, assuming we are all retained for.
Oh, we're
2020.
definitely going back to that one place you found.
That was great. That was great.
That was a good
All right,
place.
Alan Reinhart. Final thought.
Just a good year, and let's get on with the next one. It seems like a long time before Gainesville, so I'm really grateful that I've got something to play with here in the shop, and I'm having my annual Christmas tradition on Sunday, and anybody that's in Tucson, Arizona, swing on by and have a drink.
That's right. That's right. The Alan Reinhart Wild West Engineering Scotch tasting. You'll definitely be on the lookout for the mail, Alan. You're gonna need to replenish your stockpile, and so be on the lookout.
What I need more participants this year because Josh Hart decided he needed to send me a care package. And so if somebody doesn't show up and drink a lot this year, I'm going to need to build a bigger shelf.
There it is. All right, everybody, go enjoy a little Reinhart. I was there this year. That was one of the highlights of the year. I got to see Wild West Engineering, did a show from there. Great stuff. Alan, thank you for all you do with WFO and the NHRA. Your passion, unrivaled. You love drag racing more than anybody I know. And it's tremendous. Thank you so much. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year.
Thank you. Merry Christmas, everybody. Enjoy.
Here goes Alan. There he goes, Alan. He mentions Josh Hart. Josh Hart was supposed to be on What's Up, Josh Hart? Where are you, Josh Hart?
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, Elon popped in and is gone, and everybody they're in, they're out. No Josh Hart. I'm looking for our great friend Daniel.
Motherless
Our
goat.
great friend Daniel wants to know what WFO stands for. He's
Oh,
like,
well, you want to know what it is?
yeah.
Oh,
Tell him.
Krista Baldwin.
Krista.
It's wide fucking open, bro. Oh,
What?
You kiss your mom with that mouth?
What there? Oh my God.
hey, it's the name. What do you want me to do?
It's true. It's true.
Kiss your mother with that mouth.
No, she does. Paula
I
likes.
just Bobby with that mouth.
Paula likes it.
Ew, I don't know about all that.
All right, Krista. Final thought on the year,
Final-
the season, the whole thing.
Oh my gosh. It was one to remember. Being the first year as a team owner, definitely a lot of learning, a lot of uphill battles, and obviously, definitely still got a long way to go. But I'm super excited, as I guess I'm always excited. So that's not really something to say anymore. I'm really myself about next season. But it's going to be cooler. If you like the bling on this sweatshirt, well, you just wait for my wrap next year.
Whoa, a little tease right there. A little teaser.
Oh.
Not a little tease.
You're gonna have to put your sunglasses on to look at it.
Oh.
How many races, Krista? Like, what's the deal? Because I'm
22.
always,
Say 22.
Oh, listen, there's not 22 races on the
Only
season.
21
But-
races.
yes, exactly. That's okay.
I don't even know. I don't know.
I know. We know that. But I am always working hard. I want Krista Baldwin to get a sponsorship and you to really blossom into your full potential. So I'm working hard. I want the companies and the managers out there to know what's available, how many races you're going to, that whole deal.
Yes, and I hate to say this, but I'll say it because the fans need to know as well. I actually lost a sponsor over this winter, and so right now I'm looking at 5 races. But I am working with those marketing managers and getting that B2B plan and all that good stuff that comes with driving and owning a top fuel dragster in the NHRA Camping World Series. But I'm still working. I'm still digging. And you know what? Even if it is just one race next year, I'm going to have the best time at it.
Yeah, but it's going to be more than one. It's going to be 5. And all right, that's great that you said that. You got to just speak the truth. You got to say what's what.
Yes.
Now, everybody out there in the WFO universe that has gotten to this point, hour and 51 minutes into this show, knows that Krista needs a little help out there in 2023. People need to step up and support. They want to see drag racing continue to advance. You are the future, Krista. No doubt. So good job.
Krista,
Good
let
luck.
me ask you a question. If you want a $500 million lottery win, would you race all the races on the calendar?
Absolutely. And I will go to all the match races. And the side of the car will say, "Live fast, pet dogs."
Okay. All right. Just checking. Because I've recently won a $500 million lottery, and I'm looking
Jason.
for some. Yeah.
Jason, we could put your face on the side of the car.
Stop it. Stop it. Don't be that guy.
Been
Don't
done.
be that person.
It's been
because
done.
I've
Will
already-
Smith did it already. It's old
Will
news.
Smith already did it.
I'm just saying this, I would be honored to have your face on my hot rod.
If I win the lottery, Krista Baldwin, I will give you money and I will expect my face all over that car. I don't want it just in one spot. I want it the entire car.
Absolutely.
Face.
Absolutely. And you'll be on the fire suit, your face right here.
That'd be
Go
awesome.
win the lottery, Jason. Go win the lottery. And
I'm
then
winning the lottery.
Krista, thank you so much, Krista.
Now, you know what, Joe? Now I'm gonna win the lottery, and I'm gonna have to go. Oh my God,
Just to
Krista,
prove
sorry.
me
What I
wrong.
said on
Just
that
to-
radio show,
just to-
I don't think that's happening.
It's a binding legal contract now. It has
It
been
really
said.
is
in
now.
public. Krista, you're good. If he wins, you're good. Krista, thank you. Say hi to your mom.
Thanks, guys.
Bye, Krista. Happy holidays. Merry
Happy
Christmas.
holidays.
There goes
Happy
Krista.
Festivus.
All right, and now there was 3. Jason Logan, moment of the year. I mean, we already did that.
I've
Final
already
thought.
done that.
Final thought. Final thought. Come on.
You're gonna
We're
kick
2
me out
hours
before
in.
Nikki? You're gonna
Yeah.
kick Nikki out before me?
Yes, because
Or
Nikki
at
and I
me?
work together on a great. We have this great working relationship.
Listen, I'm going to make one more pitch at the end of this for all the social stuff. So that's why I get to go last because I'm going to
Okay, good.
social
Go.
push.
Listen,
Chilling.
I love it's been
Chilling.
fun. It's been great. I love the fact that Joe, you let me come on your show. It's been a good time. We've had a good time doing it. I listen, I'll do bocce all with you. I don't care. You know,
Yeah, Lohnes is
I'm in for
totally
having
missing
fun.
the spirit of the bocce. He's definitely.
But I did appreciate his commentary on the bocce ball.
He's definitely very funny. Funny is funny.
Listen, for those people that just watch Fox Sports Radio or Fox, whatever we do it on, I don't even know. I've pegged it.
NHRA on Fox.
I've been drinking. Okay,
Aye.
it's holiday party. That dude is funny as balls.
Yeah.
He's
No,
super
Lohnes.
funny. He's great. Going to have a dinner with him and Tony, and it's just
Tony,
they're
where's
hilarious.
Tony? Tony was supposed to come on.
Tony's a son of a bitch as well. Okay, if you don't come on this show, you're a son of a bitch.
No, he wanted to. He was driving. He's traveling over the road. He's doing
Amanda Busick was dealing with traffic. Okay. Anyways, Joe, thank you so much. Selena, I appreciate you for being out there. Selena and I drank all the whiskey at Bo and Randy Lynn's wedding. Selena's out there in the audience. You know what I'm talking about. Anyways, Joe, it's been a great year. I can't wait to be in Gainesville.
Do you want to
Nikki, I
pitch?
can't
You
wait.
want to take 10 seconds to pitch your new idea to the WFO universe and see if they like it? You keeping it a secret?
Let's keep it a secret because Nikki will be like, "You can't do that."
Oh, that's a good point. No, that's a good point.
Yeah.
All right,
But
Jason.
I'm gonna need Nikki's help at some point in time with it, but we'll see what happens. Anyways, guys, it's been awesome. I love it. We're gonna be back in Gainesville. I have already gotten. I shouldn't say the only reason why I know I'm gonna be back in Gainesville because I was asked if I needed new shirts for next year. That's it. Not
It's a good sign.
Do you need
yeah,
shirts?
but no. Listen. I'm losing weight, Joe. This is the first time I drank since Thanksgiving.
You can't even see that you've lost all the weight, Jason. You've lost all
Joe,
the weight.
oh, stop it! My pants. You want me to take my pants off because
Yeah,
I don't
do
need.
it.
I don't even need to unbutton my pants. I just undo my belt and the pants just slide off.
That's
Let me
tremendous.
show you.
Health first. You got
Let
to
me
keep
show
this
you.
amazing life
I'll
of
show
yours
you.
going. You got to keep going. Yeah.
Anyways, Joe, thank you very much. You're the best.
You are the best.
Conduit. We didn't even talk about Lionel Messi coming to Miami.
He's not though. I just got a text that
He's
that's
coming to Miami. That's his. He's not coming next year, but when he gets too old for playing at PSG,
You want to say something? You want to listen? I know you want to. I know you want to force soccer on everybody out there. You got 10 seconds. The World Cup was amazing, man. It was amazing. That final game was amazing.
Thank you.
No,
The
it was
finals,
amazing.
I got my haircut. The lady who cuts my hair. She's like, "Tell me about soccer." I don't even know about soccer. Why? I go, listen. All you got to do is watch the World Cup final, and that is soccer. Argentina goes up 2-0 in the first half. I told my wife, I go, "This is gonna be the most boring second half ever because Argentina's gonna sit back and wait." France comes back, boom, boom. It's 2-2.
Mbappe, man, that guy's amazing.
Mbappe's ridiculous. Messi goes back and he scores in the 117th minute. Okay, it's 3-2. It's over. We're
the
over,
numbers
Johnny.
the numbers, Jason. The numbers are dropping. Just us talking about soccer. It's
Doesn't
You're
matter.
also way
They're
over
dropping.
your 10 seconds.
They're
This is
dropping.
like a minute of soccer.
I'm just saying, World Cup is the best. Soccer is the best. I don't know. You guys love drag racing. Make soccer your second favorite. Okay.
Soccer. Listen, that World Cup was amazing. All right, Jason. Later, buddy. Love you, man. There
Bye,
he goes,
J-Lo.
Jason Logan. There he goes. There he goes, Jason Logan, with us here on WFO, and this is just like a great thing. I wanted to put it back in there.
That was Charlotte. Quality work by Allie Bland right there.
Yeah, no, way to go, Allie Bland. And here we are with Nikki Shealy, who is on the other side of the camera whenever I am doing anything that you see. Pretty much, right? Like that's a
On
fair
social, yeah.
assessment, right? On the other side of the camera, whenever you see me do anything on NHRA social media, she's doing it. You just posted our friend with the Buick Skylark.
Mhm.
It got
Nick,
so many
yep.
positive.
It did.
Shocking.
It was awesome.
I figured people would hate him for putting a Chevy inside a Buick.
That's what you said. You were like, people are going to be so mad. And I was trying to keep an eye on it to make sure it didn't get out of hand. But everybody thought it was pretty cool because it's a Buick Skylark. Like it's freaking awesome.
Well, and that's the thing. It's like, there are things that go viral on the internet and social media. They go viral, amazing things. But the comments that we get on the stuff that we post are nearly uniformly positive, which is so rare in terms of social media and internet these days. And that is our goal. It might only be 10,000 or 20,000 instead of 100,000, but it's uniformly positive. People are liking what we're doing.
Absolutely. I think that's one of the coolest things we do, right? We've talked about this before. We talked about it last year when we did this show that, the Camping World Series is amazing and awesome. And we have amazing drivers that are part of that, but there are so many other drivers out there in the Lucas Oil Series, and getting to highlight them like we do is pretty awesome. So, we added in designated this year. Hopefully people like that. We got positive comments off of that, but if everybody knew the craziness that went into making designated an actual video bit, they would be surprised. It's usually us running around the track from the starting line to top end and back and forth. I think, was it Charlotte that we actually missed everyone at top end and had to go track them down in the pits?
Yes.
Even into the stands, we found someone. But that bit and just walking the lanes, doing attention in the pits, those are all cool ways that I think we get to highlight our sportsman racers, and hopefully everybody enjoys that and, knows that we put a lot of time and effort and love into doing those pieces.
Absolutely. No, well, hopefully we do. And there's a rumor out there, and you're the best person to talk to about this rumor, right? The rumor that, and you're an employee of the NHRA. I'm a contractor of the NHRA, but I love the NHRA. I've been there since 1980. As my dad first brought me to a national event, I realized, man, this is something I really like. And but there are a lot of racers that think that, oh, the Lucas Oil racer, the sportsman racer, the NHRA doesn't care about them. You are the person to know what's the truth.
That's not true. That's not true at all. We do. And I think you see that in a lot of different places. I know it might feel like it. Everybody feels like they're not the most important person in the world all the time, but NHRA cares about everybody that's out there. I promise that.
Yeah.
And that's where I don't get to do. I'm not in charge of everything. I don't control anything other than social, but we will do as much as we can on social to help highlight the sports and racers and show you how much you matter to all of us, because, like I said, everybody out there matters. I can't say thank you enough to every single driver, Camping World Series down to Lucas Oil, for letting us do all the stuff that we do, right? Social isn't social without every single driver and crew person out there that lets us barge into the pits and interrupt them in the lanes as they're getting suited up to ask them about their E1 run, right? Like, when we started that, I was like, I don't know if drivers are going to want to talk to us before race day, and I don't know if this is going to work. And everybody said, sure, I'll talk to you right now. And then talk to us again at top end, whether they won or lost, even in the middle of defeat, they're willing to say, thanks for taking the time to highlight us and help us make those pieces. So I truly appreciate every single driver out there that has. Allie's right. Nikki reads every comment, so please be nice. Yes, I do see every single comment that comes through, so please be nice. But
please be nice. Absolutely. Don't be a jerk, because there are people, I will say it. Nikki won't say that. I will say it. Let me single myself out here. There are people who put really negative stuff out there, and it's so unnecessary when you're working really hard to do something great, and somebody is having a bad morning and they post something negative on the social. What's the point of that? Negative, bad, don't do it.
Yeah.
There it is.
So and if anybody has ideas, we want to do more cool stuff. So if, let us know if you got some cool ideas, what you want to see. We hope that we're giving you the content that you want to see, the behind the scenes, the in the pits, all that kind of stuff. But if you, let us know what you want. We want to put out content that you want to see. So hopefully we are doing that, and hopefully everybody enjoys it, and we can keep doing some more of that.
Excellent. Nikki, thank you for you do and everything.
Thanks,
your
Joe.
final thought for everybody, was that it?
That was it. Yes.
Sign on.
Thanks to everybody. Thanks to the drivers and the crew guys and the fans who watch the videos and everybody. It's the entire community that makes NHRA great.
And sign up for all of NHRA's social media,
Follow everything and everything. Even if you don't want to share it, just like it, and then maybe put a thumbs up in the comments. That would really help push it out to more people. Yeah, all that stuff. I'll take all of the shameless plugs.
Exactly. All the shameless plugs. Nikki, thank you so much. Appreciate you. Merry Christmas.
Thanks, Joe. Merry
Happy
Christmas.
New Year. Go get to work on Hartford's whatever they were, brownies.
Yeah, listen, that's all it's baking time right now. Christmas means it's time to bake. So
go bake.
Lots of that happening.
Go bake.
Bye. See you later.
All right, you got to go to PRI, by the way. Epic time. So much fun.
Yes.
Appreciate it. All
Yes.
right. See you in March.
Right. Bye.
There she goes, Nikki Shealy from NHRA. Thank you, Nikki. Excellent work. And that leaves just us. The end of the line. The end of the show. Thank you so much to everybody out there. First of all, I see this Mighty Mac out there. In a short time I've been around, y'all have fallen in love with this sport, one of the best communities in racing. Congratulations on a great season. Hope to see you all in Gainesville. And I think this is Mighty Mac who does his YouTube channel, and he's like goes back and does like a report on the event that happened and a thing, and it was this and it was that. And I've been watching your channel, Mighty Mac. I've watched your channel a couple of times, and you're doing a good job with that, right? Like it's kind of interesting, highlighting events that occurred with the YouTube channel. So way to go, Mighty Mac. And here's the thing, like, do I agree with every detail of everything that everybody says? No, not necessarily, but we need more people talking about the NHRA and bringing drag racing in general to their friends and their fans, because most people don't even know what the heck it is. You go out to the grocery store, Publix, that's my grocery store. You go out to the grocery store and you just pick a random person, like, do you know what drag racing is? They're probably going to say no. Do you know what NHRA is? Do you know who John Force is? They're probably going to say no. And that's where we need to work, and we need to grow. And the people that you just saw on this show, like if you're out there still watching, the people that you just saw on this show, I just got a text from Amanda. Thank you for having me on. What a group we share the stream. Happy holidays. Thank you, Amanda. They all love the sport. They love the people in the sport. They care about the Lucas Oil racer from Super Street through the alcohol ranks to Top Fuel. Every crew member, every person that works, they care. And not only do they care, but they are putting their own, everything on the line to make it happen. And so when we do a show like this, and I was stressing, like, who's going to come on? I'm still wondering where the heck Josh Hart was. But these people love drag racing. And if you're watching this, you obviously love drag racing. And if you never saw the show ever before and you decided to watch because someone's wearing a funny hat, this is what drag racing is. The cars are awesome, but it's the people. It's always the people. And that's going to do it for this episode, the holiday episode. Selena, those are champions of the sport, no doubt. It means a lot hearing that from you. I really appreciate it. I've had followers tell me I got them to follow NHRA and they never cared. These 6 months have been wild. Love the NHRA. Way to go, Mighty Mac. Create the content. Put it out there. Interesting moments from history. Why not? We got to grow, baby. We got to grow. That way, Jason can ask for more money. That's really what it's all about. Wait till you see the 2023 decals on the Ripper. Ron Elk says, great show. Ron Eckes, great show. I want to shout out to the people who make it possible for me to go WFO. Like, this is really what it's all about. Look at Loads. And look at Jason. This is really what it's all about. No, I want to tell you about Foggett. For all you Lucas Oil Series racers, Gary Stinnett, Steve Williams have worked together on this very proprietary blend. It comes in a spray can. It's $20 a pop. But it is going to protect the inside of your cylinders. You definitely want to do that. Foggett.com. Also, the WFO store. The merch, baby. Get some merch like my boy Eddie. Look at him. Whether it be a WFO mug, whether it be a GA. Very exciting. You can become a Patreon of the show. These are people who pay to support WFO. Why do they do it? I don't know. But they do it. Patreon.com/WFO Radio. It's a monthly thing. Goes straight to me. Helps me do WFO. Plus our great friends, Torque Calibration Services of Australia, Marvin Rodak, Frank Hawley, Sam Tech, Bernie's, Phillips Connect, FTI Performance, and Total Seal Piston Rings. Thanks to Hartford for coming on. All right, guys, that's going to do it. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. We're going best of for the rest of the year. Don't miss one.